Hospital, Southern States, Edward Jones Investments, Bluegrass Stockyards, Farm Credit Mid-America, Van Hook Hardware, Poindexter Lumber Company, Angelo's Pizza, Hardee's of Cynthiana, First Methodist Church, State Farm Insurance Agent Joe Cochran, Snappy Tomato Pizza, El Paricatin Mexican Restaurant, Weber Farms, Maysville Community and Technical College, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Chad Eversole, and Judy Construction. And now, for all the play-by-play action, here's your host, Jim Swinford.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Harrison County High School basketball. I'm Jim Swinford, coming to you from Monticello Heights Gymnasium, where tonight the Fillies and the Breds will play their counterparts from over at Robertson County. This is an important district game for the Fillies as they'll try to stay in the running for the number one seed in the 38th district tournament. Hopefully both the boys and the girls will win their games tonight to help that along. This is the second of two doubleheaders this season between Harrison County and Robertson County. So we played over in Mount Olivet back on January the 17th. In that doubleheader, the Fillies won 67-18 and the Breds won 87-33. The overall records in the district for Harrison County were 3-1, while the Lady Devils, are 0-4 in district play so far this season. Harrison County will be a little bit short-handed tonight as we got a couple of players out. Jersey Baker this past week sprained her ankle during a free throw shooting drill. That's rather unique. Meanwhile, Lauren Hicks, a little bit under the weather. She may get into play some, but dragging a little bit, so will not be starting tonight. I'd say Coach Watson will see how things go before putting her in, but probably best to give her a chance to get over whatever it is she has and come back stronger. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not until next week. We'll just have to wait and see. This is also homecoming night for both the Breds and the Fillies. Those homecoming festivities will take place during the middle of the two games. So if you're driving around Santana right now and wondering what to do on now sunny Friday night with the snow all gone, you got to get out and do something. You ain't done anything for the last 3 weeks because the snow on the ground. Coming up to the hilltop and support both your Fillies and your Thorobreds. Still plenty of time to get up here for the girls' game. We're still some 12 minutes away from tip-off. Well, with both squads out on the floor going through their pregame paces, we'll take a break and come back and give you more information about both the Fillies and the Lady Devils. You're listening to the Cynthiana Hardee's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Hilltop, we are just 11 minutes away from the tip-off of tonight's first game of this Squirrel Boy doubleheader between the Fillies and the Lady Devils of Robertson County. Robertson County will come into the ball game with a record of 6-10. They're coached by John Pulaski, who's in his 6th year at the helm of the Lady Devil basketball program. Last night, Robertson County lost at home to Bracken County 104-24. This is a stretch of 4 straight games and 4 straight days for the Robertson County Lady Devils, so getting their exercise, if nothing else, over this coming week. Actually, Robertson County has done well after losing their top 3 scorers from last year's team. They were led in scoring this year by senior Emma Adamson and sophomore Peyton Jolly, who are each averaging 8.5 points per game. The problem, though, is that Robertson County has had problems putting the ball into the basket, shooting just 36% from the floor and just 22% from three-point range. They're also averaging just 37 points per game as well. Now, having said that, their defense is actually doing pretty good, giving up fewer than 60 points per game. It's just that they have to have a little help from the other team to help their offense along, as they need to win games by scoring in a low number of points while also shortening the game. If they can do that against Harrison County tonight, they've got a good chance of winning. That's why I feel like the Fillies, despite being shorthanded, will try to speed things up. Meanwhile, the Fillies 10-10 on this season after back-to-back losses in their last two games on the road at Nicholas County. That was back on Tuesday night. And then when they hosted LCA on Wednesday, that 60-51 defeat evened up Harrison County's record on the year at 10-10. The thing that the Fillies have had problems with over the past 3 to 4 weeks is we've come out sluggish at the start of the game and gotten ourselves in a hole most of the time in double digits by the end of the first quarter. So that leaves us having to play catch-up, which is not really our game. Just like, say, for example, the LCA game. We got down by 14 in the first quarter. We're still down by a dozen points early in the fourth quarter. Made a nice comeback, got within 5 points and had the ball. But that 14, 12-point mountain was too high to climb, and eventually the Phillies lost to go 10-10 on the year. So start fast, start clean, no silly turnovers, and we should win this game tonight. Well, what we'll do right now is take a break, come back and give you the starting lineups of tonight's game between Harrison County and Robertson County in the first game of this girl-boy doubleheader. You're listening to the Cynthia Hardy's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, let's take a look now at the starters for tonight's first game. First, for the Lady Devils of Robertson County, 6-10 on the year, as we said, coached by John Pulaski. At a guard, a 5-foot sophomore, number 3, Peyton Jolly. Another guard is Emma Adamson. Adamson's a senior. Carrie Morgan mans one of the forward positions. She's a senior that wears the number 15. Another guard is Hadley Linville. Hadley, a 5'2 senior who wears the number 41 on the back of her jersey. She's a guard. And at the other forward, a 5'5" sophomore, number 14, Addison Linville. Linville did not play the first time these two teams met, or did not start anyway. So once again, for the Lady Devils, there'll be Jolly, Adamson, Linville, Morgan, and Addison Linville. On the year, Robertson County averaging 32.3 points per game on offense. On defense, giving up 56.4 points per game. Now for the Harrison County Fillies, 10-10 on the year. This is kind of a makeshift lineup with all the, not all the people sick and stuff, but with a couple of starters out. At a guard, a 5'6 senior, number 12, Hayden Lunsford. Lunsford wears the number 12. She's averaging 8.9 points a game. At another guard position is Keely Custard. Custard, a 5'6 junior who wears the number 21. She's averaging 9.4 points per game. Another guard is Harrison County's leading scorer on the year, Bailey Hudgens. Bailey, a 5'6 senior who wears the number 23. She's averaging 10.2 points a game. At a fourth guard, Maddie Carson. Carson getting her first start of the season tonight. She wears the number 20. She's a 5'2 senior, averaging 1.6 points per game. And at the other forward, a 5'8 senior, number 34, Katie Linville. Linville averaging 1.3 points per game. So once again for the Fillies, it'll be Lunsford, Custard, Hudgens, Carson, and Linville. The Fillies on the year averaging 46.1 points per game. On defense, giving up 48.6. On paper, the Fillies about a 12-point favorite to win this game and get the series sweep of this year's competition between the Lady Devils and the Fillies. They may meet one more time, depending on how things go in the district tournament as well. Well, while we have this opportunity, let's take it back to the station to Pastor Ted Beam from the First Methodist Church with tonight's pregame prayer.
Let's pray, please. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for your incredible love and grace to us. We thank you for these teams that have gathered wanting to play and have fun in the great competition. So we're asking you to move in a wonderful way. You help each of the teams to do well, to do even better than they all hope for. We ask you to help them learn even better tonight about the sportsmanship, about fair play, about those lessons that they can take throughout their lives. We ask you to protect them all from any injuries. We ask you to be with the parents and the fans, that it will be a wonderful time tonight. Lift both schools to you, both teams, the coaches, the officials. Will you hold them all, please, in the palm of your hand? In Jesus' name, amen. I'm Ted Beam, pastor of First Methodist Church in Cynthiana at the corner of Pike Street and Church Street. And we hope you come worship with us this coming Sunday at 11 a.m.
Back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County and Robertson County about to face each other for the 67th time in the school's history. Harrison County leads the all-time series 52-14, including a mark of 22-10 here at the Hilltop. It's a series that began back in December of 1976 with Harrison County eking out a 48-47 win over the Lady Devils on a game that was played here at the Hilltop. Since Coach Watson has been the head man for the Fillies basketball program, his record against the Lady Devils is 3-2. So there's a short history of this series. The Fillies will be back in action tomorrow here on the Hilltop as they'll host Carroll County in a JV varsity doubleheader. The JV game will begin at 1 with the varsity game starting at around 2:30. Then on Tuesday, we'll continue our homestand by hosting Maysville St. Patrick. The Lady Saints coming to town for a varsity-only game. That varsity-only game will start at 6:30. Then next Thursday, Harrison County will face Pendleton County here on the Hilltop in what could be a pivotal game for the number 1 seed in the 38th District Tournament, depending upon what happens here tonight, as well as the game being played between Nicholas County and Pendleton County. That's being played in Carlisle, I believe. Meanwhile, the Breds will play later on tonight. They'll be playing tomorrow as well, as they'll be hosting the Mustangs of Bishop Brossard. Always a tough school to play. That was a regular 6-7:30 JV varsity doubleheader. Then on Tuesday, the Breds will head to Paris to take on the Greyhounds. And then on Friday, they'll play Pendleton County here on the Hilltop. Just like in the girls' 38th District run for the number 1 seed, the same thing's going to be in play when the Thorobreds play Pendleton County on Friday here on the Hilltop. So make plans now to attend and support your Thorobreds next Friday. Oh, as well as tomorrow, obviously, and Tuesday as well. Well, the wrestling teams are heading into getting close to getting postseason started. Tomorrow, the boys wrestling team will be hosting the Rumble on the Hilltop, and then that'll be over at the middle school. The girls tomorrow will be hosting a duels at the middle school as well, with Mason County and Montgomery County coming to town. The bowling team, both yesterday and today, were participating in the regionals over at the Richmond Bowling Alley, so hopefully they did well, and we'll have many, many kids, bowlers, heading towards the state, which will probably be in a couple of weeks, but yesterday and today participating in the regionals. So there's your look at the upcoming schedule for the winter sports. Like I said, with bowling entering the postseason, It's hard to believe, but we're about to head into the postseason for all the winter sports. And because of that, you know that just around the corner, the spring sports will be beginning. They'll be starting practice probably in the middle of the month. So we go one from fall sports to winter sports on into the spring sports here on the Hilltop. We're about to have the national anthem that'll be played by the Harrison County High School Pep Band. The colors are being presented by the Harrison County Air Force Junior ROTC. So what we'll do is take a break, or actually take a listen to the national anthem, after which we'll take a break and then come back for the tip-off of tonight's game between the Fillies and the Lady Devils. But right now, let's bring you our Star Spangled Banner.
Fillies versus the Black Devils of Robertson County. This time in these games, we celebrate the freedom to enjoy this great nation with playing our national anthem. The colors are being presented by cadets from Harrison County Air Force Junior ROTC program. Carrying the U.S. flag and commanding is Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Destiny Bell. Carrying the Kentucky State flag is Cadet Airman First Class Ivory Woodard. Carrying the Air Force flag is Cadet Airman First Class Michaela Isbell. And the guards are Cadet Captain Isabella Galasso and Cadet Airman First Class Ian Robertson.
Feed your farm.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Breds and Fillies, WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop right now, Bailey Hutchins being honored for getting her 1,000 points a couple of games ago, becoming just the 17th Philly in the 51 years of the girls basketball program to attain that goal. But that's pretty good. Of all the players that have come across in the last 51 years, only 17 have passed the 1,000 mark. And that might not be the only 1,000-point scorer we have this year. And I say that because Keely Custer has 900 points and is just 100 away from capturing her 1,000th point as well. I feel like we get Keely back on track. That's probably last week of the regular season, maybe the first week of the district tournament. But pretty special thing to have a 1,000-point scorer on your team, much less two. And there might be another Philly on the present squad pick up steam in the next few years and score their 1,000th point. That's what makes it so fun. Now the starting five from Harrison County being introduced to the crowd here. I want to remind you that for over 70 years, Edward Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite department. Said a couple of irregular starters for Harrison County. A couple of kids out, one because of a sprained ankle, another because of illness. So the seniors, four seniors, Robertson getting a chance to start tonight. And I would imagine that those same four will get a chance to start on senior night as well, which is still a couple of weeks away. Tonight is homecoming night, so a lot of big crowd here already in anticipation of watching those festivities at the half. Harrison County 10-10 on the season. Robertson County 6-10. And as we said, the Fillies already owning a 67-18 win over in Mount Olivet earlier this year. Emma Adamson will be jumping center for the Lady Devils across the midcourt stripe for Harrison County. Hayden Lunsford will get a chance to try to get the jump ball as we're about to get this game underway. Officials say we're ready for play. The ball is up, and the tap controlled by Robertson County. In the front court with the basketball, racing to the basket, shot put up no good by Jolly. Adamson, though, gets the rebound and puts it up and in. So Adamson puts her team on the scoreboard first here on the hilltop. Here's a three fired up from the corner. Good by Hayden Lunsford. Good to see Hayden getting those State Farm three-pointers. She had a little bit of a slump to start the season, but it looks like she's into fine form now over the past couple of games, really knocking it dead. Racing to the hoop is Jolly, misses the shot, and the rebound pulled in by Hudgens. Into the front court with the basketball come the Fillies. In the corner, a three by Custard. Good! Keely Custard buries the tray. Harrison County takes a quick 6-2 lead in the early going of this basketball game. We've played just a minute. In the front court with the basketball are the Lady Devils, and a turnover as the ball is palmed, which you cannot do. First turnover of the ball game. So Harrison County up 6-2 with the basketball. Linville inbounds the ball. Now remember all our Linvilles out there. Katie Linville for Harrison County gets the ball. Tries a bounce pass. It's going to be picked up by Robertson County, racing to the basket, but missing the layup is Jolly. And the rebound is pulled down by Custard. In the front court come the Fillies. Left side three by Lunsford. Good! Another State Farm three-pointer by Hayden Lunsford. Puts Harrison County in the lead, 9-2. 6:27 left to go in the first quarter. With the basketball, Jolly races baseline, cut off by Carson. Bounce pass inside to Addison Linville, who puts it up and in. So Addison Linville gets her name into the scorebook as she gets her team to within 5 at 9-4. We've played just less than 2 minutes. Into the front court comes Hudgens, right side to Custard. In the corner finds Carson for three. Short this time. Rebound is pulled down by Hadley Linville. Into the front court come the Lady Devils. At the elbow, Addison Linville looks around for someone to pass to. Now gets it into the hands of Jolly. Jolly goes left side. Throws the ball inside to Addison Linville, who will bring it back near the center circle to reset the offense. Lobs the ball inside. Picked up by Harrison County's Lunsford. Should go coast to coast and lays it in. First quarter points by Hayden Lunsford. Harrison County leads 11-4. Quick timeout called by Robertson County. Just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. But the Fillies doing what we said they needed to do tonight. Go ahead and get a sizable lead early and make this game one that will be over fairly soon after all those on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. Now the timeout. Robertson County with the basketball. The inbounds pass will come to Jolly. Jolly will walk the ball up the floor. She surveys the Harrison County man-to-man defense. Now brings the ball into the front court. Lobs it to the left side. It goes through the hands of Morgan. Morgan saves it, though, from going out of bounds. She'll think about the three, but then turns it down and gives the ball to Hadley Linville. Hadley Linville up top to Jolly. Right side, three by Adamson is no good off the flange. Offside rebound pulled in by Morgan. Back up top with the basketball. Jolly from the right elbow. Shot no good. Rebound, and we're going to have a tie-up. Possession arrow gives the ball to Harrison County. Up by a score of 11-4. Inbounds pass comes to Custard in the front court to Lunsford. Lunsford lobs the ball to Linville. Linville goes to the foul line, flips to the far side to Lunsford, goes between her legs, but she retrieves it and gives it to Hudgens. Hudgens skip pass to the near corner to Carson, up top finds Custard, ball fake, moves to the right elbow, jump shot good. 5 early points for Custard. With Harrison County up 13-4. 4:32 left to go in the first quarter. Now we have a traveling call against Robertson County. So give the ball back to the Fillies. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau, Maysville Community and Technical College, and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. Here's a three-pointer attempted, no good, and on the rebound, we're going to have a tie-up this time. The possession arrow will give the ball back to Robertson County. Boy, we're going to have an excellent crowd tonight. Already across the way, a lot of people. Of course, the Robertson County fans, they travel well wherever they go. So a bunch of them already here watching the girls' game. Jolly with the basketball in the front court, lobs the ball inside. Morgan picks up the loose ball but misses the layup. And the rebound's going to be pulled in by Hudgens. Into the front court we go. Hudgens dishes it in the corner to Carson for three. No. Katie Linville with the rebound, puts it back up and in. Gives Katie her first points of the night as Harrison County extends their lead to 15-4. As we pass the midway point of the first quarter. In the front court, Lunsford has it, and as she comes out with it, they're going to give her a double dribble. So Robertson County will maintain possession. You have a big group to feed? The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Here's a lob inbounds caught by Addison Linville. She'll go to the far side and give the ball to Jolly. Jolly to Adamson in the corner. Adamson now at the wing. Stops. Looking for some help. Tries a pass. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Carson. Robertson will maintain possession. Inbounding the ball from in front of the stable, which right now is occupied by Bob Palmer all by himself. With the basketball inside, Adamson gets it to the right side to Addison Linville. Her shot's no good, and the rebound is chased down by Hudgens. Here come the Fillies in a hurry. Hudgens stops in the paint, 12-footer, rims out, no good, and the rebound is going to be hauled in this time by Adamson again. Into the front court with the basketball is Adamson. Gets to the right side, long range to Addison Linville. Addison Linville, traveled, sure, took an extra step as Carson stepped into the passing lane. So give the ball back to the Fillies. First sub of the game coming in for Harrison County is Savannah Kennedy. Kennedy, a 5'9" sophomore, averaging 1.7 points per game. Linville's inbounds pass comes to Custard. Custard across the timeline on the far side of the midcourt circle. Passes it to Carson in front of the Lady Devil bench. Carson up top to Katie Linville to the left side to Hudgens for three. Good! Bailey Hudgens with her first State Farm three-pointer of the game. Puts Harrison County up now 18-4. 2.5 left to go in the first quarter. Into the front court we go with the basketball on the right side. Adamson guarded closely by Kennedy, but now the official saying that she was guarding her a little bit too closely. So the first foul of the game on either team whistled against Kennedy. From the far sideline, near the hash mark, Hadley Linville will be inbounding the ball. Hadley Linville looking, lobs it in between the circles to Morgan. Morgan back on the far wing to Addison Linville. She tries a pass down low, ball gets away, and now a loose ball tie-up. Possession arrow gives the ball back to the Fillies again. Fillies 10-10 on the year with those losses in their last 2 games. Walking the ball up the floor will be Custard. Lobs into the front court at the top of the key to Hudgens. Hudgens goes around 3 different defenders and lays it up and in. 5-point win for Hudgens. The Harrison County lead grows to 20-4. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. With the basketball, Jolly trapped against the sideline in front of the Harrison bench. She'll get the ball to Hadley Linville. Tries a pass inside. Morgan puts it up, partially blocked by Kennedy. And Custard will get the rebound for the Fillies. Into the front court we go. Hudgens stops and pops from 12. Rolls out, no good. And on the rebound this time, ripping it away is Morgan. Into the front court comes Jolly with the basketball on the right elbow. Lobs up, a shot off the flange, no good. Carson will get the rebound for the Fillies. Into the front court, Custer from the right elbow. Jump shot off the flange, no good. Long rebound chased down by Adamson. Into the front court come the Lady Devils. With the basketball, Addison Linville. She'll get it to Jolly. Jolly looking for someone to pass it to is going to be fouled. Foul's going to be assessed to Carson. It'll be Maddie's first. A couple of subs coming in for Harrison County. Naomi Farrar-Laws, a 5'7" freshman averaging 0.8 points per game. Also Kaylee Banks, 5'5" freshman averaging 0.6 points per ball game. Inbounding the ball will be Hadley Linville. She'll get it out top to Morgan. Back to Hadley. A floater on the baseline. Shot no good, but a foul is going to be whistled against Hudgens. Also in the game for Robertson County, Katie Van Kirk. Van Kirk, a 5-foot sophomore. Hadley Linville at the line this year. Makes the first. On the year, a 50% free throw shooter. Is her first point of the night. Making the score 20-5. Second free throw is also good, making the score 20-6. As Harrison County brings the ball to the front court. Here's a 3, fired up, no good by Hudgens. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Harrison County. 20-6 your score. Fillies up. Coming up the floor with the basketball will be Addison Linville. Crosses the timeline, now stops, gets to the elbow to Hadley Linville. Her turnaround jumper is no good. Long rebound, chased down by Carson. Carson with a couple of boards here in the first quarter. She'll give it to Banks. Banks in the front court to the left side to Kennedy. 16-footer good. First point in the game for Savannah. Puts Harrison County up 22-6 with just 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Here's a poor pass inside, diving for the ball, a couple of girls. And we're going to have a tie-up as Farrar-Laws tied up Morgan. And the basketball will stay in the hands of Robertson County. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Hadley Linville. Hadley looking. Still looking. Now gets it inbounds to Addison Linville. Addison Linville back to the wing to Hadley Linville. Back up top to Addison Linville. Addison Linville with 15 seconds left. Tries to pass. Knocked away. And it's going to be stolen by Hudgens. Hudgens goes to the basket and lays it up and in. She has 7 first quarter points. Into the front court quickly come the Lady Devils. Hadley Linville shot at the buzzer is no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, your score, Harrison County 24, Robertson County 6. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
All right, as we get back to action, Harrison County up 24-6 as we begin the second quarter of play. Farrar Laws will stay in there, as well as Banks. Those will be the two getting the ball in bounds once we get back to play. Now we're ready to go. Inbounds pass comes to Banks. Banks drifts to the right side, long range. Now stops and gets the ball to the Farrar Laws at the top of the key. Now a pass down to the block to Kennedy. Her shot is going to be blocked from behind. I believe that was Adamson, and it was. So a good block by Adamson. Robertson County with the basketball in the front court. A traveling call against Addison Linville. We'll give the ball back to the Fillies. Fillies will be back in action tomorrow, and they'll host Carroll County for a matinee affair here on the Hilltop. The JV game will start at 1. The varsity game at 2:30, so coming up to the Hilltop tomorrow afternoon and support your Fillies. Banks with the basketball in the paint. A runner, literally, as she took about 3 extra steps. Shot, though, is no good, and Kennedy gets the rebound. Up top of the basketball, Custard gets it to Banks. Banks back to Custard at the foul line. Custard in the paint. Now gets it on the wing to Farrar Laws. Back up top to Kennedy. Kennedy in between the circles will find Banks. She'll get the ball to Farrar Laws, and then Farrar Laws throws the ball away. Only the third turnover for the Fillies. Into the front court comes Addison Linville. Lobs it to the top of the key to Hadley. Now to Addison over on the far side. She'll get the ball to Adamson. Adamson guarded closely by Kennedy. Gets it back to the top of the key to Addison Linville, who throws the ball away. Steal this time by Lunsford. She'll go to the basket and lays it in. That's 10 points for Hayden Lunsford to put her team up 26-6. 6:43 left to go in this first quarter, or first half, excuse me. Here's a pass inside, knocked away. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Devils, so give the ball back to Harrison County. A couple of subs coming in. Jolly for Robertson County. For Harrison County coming in, Alyssa Williams. Williams, a 6'1 sophomore, averaging a point a game. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Here's a 3 by Lunsford. Short this time. Getting the rebound, though, is Williams. She'll put it back up and in. Good offensive board work by the big girl in the middle. Puts her team up by a score of 28-6. 6:09 left in the first half. With the basketball on the right side, Hadley Linville. She'll hand it off to Jolly. Jolly from the left elbow is shot, going to roll off, no good. Knocked out of bounds, last touched by Robertson County. So Harrison County will get the ball back, leading by 22. Fillies right now on a 19-2 run. Banks with the basketball. Comes across the timeline near the far sideline. Now goes to the top of the key. Race to the near side, and a bounce pass is a little bit too low. So give the ball back to Robertson County. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm is there. He's your good neighbor. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and Fillies. Jolly in the front court hands the ball to Adamson. Adamson looking for help. She's picked up her dribble, and now we're going to have a foul called on Williams. That'll be Alyssa's first personal foul. Just a common foul. Inbounding the ball will be Hadley Linville. Hadley with 5:34 left to go in the half. Gets the ball inbounds to Jolly near the timeline. Had to tightrope that timeline to make sure she didn't go across it. Now she'll move the ball to the right side where she's cut off by Custard. Back in between the circles to Hadley. Hadley Linville dribbles the ball to the block, drops it. But we're going to have a foul assessed against the Fillies. It's going to be against Lunsford. That'll be Hayden's first. Going to the line will be Hadley Linville. She's 2 for 2 from the line tonight. First free throw by the senior is good. Coming in for Robertson County, Allie Myers. Myers, a 5'8" 8th grader. Hadley Linville makes it 28-7. And now trying to make it 28-8, which she does with 5:22 left to go in the first half. Into the front court with the basketball comes Banks. Banks stops at the top of the key, gets to the left side to Lunsford for three. Count him down! Another State Farm three-pointer by Hayden Lunsford. Harrison County lead grows to 31-8 with 5:02 left to go in the half. Here's a three fired up by Morgan, no good. Rebound by Hadley Linville. Her putback is no good, but she's fouled. So Hadley being very active on the glass here in the first part of the game. The foul on Custard, her first. So back to the line where she just did make a couple. First one's on the way and good. She has 5 points to lead her team. Emma Wadlow checks in for Harrison, 5'10", junior, averaging 2.2. Also coming in will be Risa Heimlich, 5'8", junior, averaging 0.6. Hadley Linville fires her second free throw, which is also good. Makes the score 31-10. 31-10. Harrison County with the basketball. Shot by Farrar Laws is good. Maybe Naomi's first basket, making it 33-10. With 4:35 left on the clock. Robertson County with the basketball. Inbounds pass is knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Heimlich. She'll get the ball to Banks. Banks in the front court on the goes to the left elbow. Now gets on the wing to Wadlow. Wadlow down to the block. Her shot's going to be blocked, but they're going to call a foul as well. That foul's going to be called on Jolly, and that will be Jolly's first personal foul. Going to the line will be Wadlow. Emma on the season is a 67% free throw shooter. She'll have a couple of tries at it. First one's on the way and good. Makes the score 34-10. Second free throw also good by Wadlow. Makes the score Harrison County 35-10 lead over Robertson County. In the front court with the basketball at the top of the key is Myers. Myers drops the ball. Loose ball picked up by Wadlow, who in turn drops the ball herself. And that loose ball picked up by Robertson County. Into the front court comes Jolly. Jolly moves to the right side, goes to the baseline, to the block, to the glass. Her shot's good. Nice drive that time by Jolly for her first 2 points of the game. Gets her team back to it in 23 at 35-12 with 3:47 left on the clock here in the first half. With the basketball now, Banks goes to the top of the key. Now stops, gets it in front of the Lady Devil bench to Farrar Laws, who goes to the basket but misses the layup. Rebounding the ball is Heimlich, and Heimlich is going to be fouled. Foul on 20. That's on Van Kirkner first. Risa Heimlich at the line. This will be Risa's first free throw attempts of the season. First one is off the mark, no good. She'll have another one though. Harrison up 35-12. 3:30 left to go in the first half. Second free throw will be good. So get Risa into the scorebook and puts her team up 36-12. He said 3.5 left to go in the first half. With the basketball, a steal by Wadlow. Wadlow, 2-on-1 break, drops the ball, and loose ball picked up by Jolly. Up the floor on the other side of the court is Jolly. Puts up a shot, no good, but she's fouled. And Jolly will be going to the line for two. That foul was assessed to Heimlich. So Jolly at the line on the season is a 42% free throw shooter. Jolly will have 2 shots at it. First free throw on the way and good. Gives her 3 points. Coming in the game, Adamson returns. 36-13, your score now. At El Paracutan Daily Lunch Specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. We'll have the rebound off of this free throw picked up by Myers, but then she has the ball knocked out of her hands, but the ball went out of bounds. So with the basketball in the front court, Banks. Banks goes baseline, gets the ball to Heimlich in the corner. Heimlich gives it back to Banks, back on the wing to Heimlich. Open for a three, she'll fire it, but it's no good. Rebound on the floor is eventually going to be picked up by Williams. She'll go back to the basket. Her shot's no good, but she's fouled, and she'll be going to the line for two. That'll be Myers' first personal foul. Williams at the line this season is 3 for 8, 38%. With 2:45 left to go in the half, the first free throw is off the flange, no good. She'll have another, however. She already has a couple of points on the night. Second free throw by the sophomore is on the way, and this one is also going to bound off, and Adamson chases down the rebound, her fifth rebound of the night. Into the front court comes Jolly, races past everybody to the basket, lays it in. Well, nobody stood in her way, and so Jolly decided, I'll just take it on my own, and she did to make the score 36-15. 2:28 left to go in the first half. Now we're going to have a foul called, an illegal screen set by Harrison County's Williams. That'll be her second. So give the ball back to the Lady Devils. Jolly with the basketball, comes across the timeline, gets it on the elbow to Adamson. Adamson tries to go baseline, but she's going to be fouled. I think it's going to be on Williams. It is. That'll be Williams' third personal foul. Adamson to the line. On the year, Adamson is a 64% free throw shooter. The scorers getting together about something. First free throw is good. Here's Emma Adamson, 3 points. Gets her team back to within an even 20 at 36-16. With 2:20 left to go in the half. Second free throw is also good by Adamson. 36-17 your score. Harrison County in the lead, but the Lady Devils keeping things even here in the second quarter. Banks gets the ball in the corner to May Heimlich, who's in the game. May, a 5'8" freshman averaging .4. She gets it to Wadlow. Up top to Banks. She'll fire a three-pointer. No good off to the right. Long rebound. It's going to be chased down by Risa Heimlich. And now the ball taken away by Robertson County. Quickly into the front court from the right elbow. Jolly, a shot no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Robertson County. Risa Heimlich inbounds the ball to Banks. Banks across the timeline in the middle of the floor. Dribbles over to the left side. Nia Marks in the game for Harrison, a 5'5" sophomore who's yet to score this season. And now a steal by Robertson County. Jolly between a double team. This is the layup. Rebound pulled down by Wadlow. Wadlow gets the ball to Banks. Banks in the front court at the top of the key. Gets it inside the arc on the right side. Up top to Wadlow for three. Bounces off. No good. Rebound pulled down by Banks. She'll get it back out top. Here's a three fired up. No good. And this time it's Jolly who will grab the rebound. Up the floor comes Jolly. Nobody's cutting her off. She goes to the block. Misses the layup, though. That will be going to go out of bounds. And it was last touched by Harrison County. From her own baseline, Hadley Linville will inbounds the ball. Hadley with a minute left gets the ball to Adamson, and Adamson is going to be fouled by Heimlich. They'll put Adamson back on the line on the night. She's 2 for 2 with 4 points overall and 5 rebounds. Adamson, a senior, playing her first year of varsity ball. Gets the first one to fall into the ball game for Robertson. Comes 23 featuring Allison Miller. Allison Miller, a freshman. So they wait for everybody to get in and out in this ball game. 36-18. 1:03 left. Second free throw is no good. And going to have a foul on the rebound. Waddlow went in and got it. And then she was fouled. No, they're just going to say it was knocked out of bounds by Robertson. No foul on the play, but Harrison County will have the ball. Thanks. With under a minute to go, and their team up 36-18 brings the ball into the front court. She'll pass it to Waddlow. Waddlow down low to Marks. Marks from the block. Splits the double team and took one too many steps. So the Lady Devils will get the ball back. Harrison led 24-6 at the quarter break, and each team has scored 12 here in the second quarter. Addison Linville with the basketball on the right side, gets it into the corner to Miller. Miller in trouble now, double teamed. And we're going to have a tie-up with the alternating possession arrow facing towards Robertson County. From her own baseline, Myers will trigger the inbounds pass. Myers looking, still looking, got to be close to 5. And now gets the ball inbounds to Adamson. Adamson then throws the ball into a double team, and there will be a tie-up. Possession arrow this time will face Harrison County's way. Really nice crowd, our best of the season, come up here for this girl-boy doubleheader on homecoming night. Those festivities will be between the games. Banks with the basketball in the front court, goes into the paint, kicks it up top to Waddlow. Her 15-footer is in and out. Rebound pulled down by Adamson, who has 6 rebounds now. In the front court with the basketball comes Addison Linville. She'll get it down low. Shot put up no good by Miller, but Miller is fouled and will be going to the line. Fouls on Risa Heimlich, and it'll be her third. So let's see, Miller this year from the free throw stripe, 2 for 4. 2 for 4 for the freshman Allison Miller. First free throw is short, no good. For our Laws, checks back in for Harrison County. Also coming in for the first time for Robertson County, Michaela Brummagem. Brummagem, a 5'7" senior. She'll come in for Myers. Nope, wrong replacement. Second free throw is no good either, and Marks will get the rebound, and she's going to be fouled. Nice board work that time. 6 seconds left to go in the quarter. And we'll head the other way to shoot some free throws. Marks will be at the line. Her first attempts as a varsity player. Not tuck in that jersey first, Nia. So Marks gets herself all set according to the officials and ready to shoot a couple of free throws. 6 seconds left, trying to give her team a 20-point lead going into the locker room. First one's on the way and spins out. Had a little too much centrifugal force. Now, just try to shoot it straight through the hoop or bank it in even better. Second free throw for Marks is on the way, and this one is also no good. Rebound on the floor, a tie-up, and the possession arrow will give it back to the Lady Devils, who have 4 seconds to go the distance of the court. Inbounds pass comes to Addison Linville. Addison at the midcourt stripe, pass to the right side. Miller with it now, and that's the way that the first half will end. With the score, Harrison County 36, Robertson County 18. I'd like to join us now for halftime show, brought to you by Joe Coffin out of State Farm. With overall the scoring and stats in this first half of play, and the first of this girl-boy doubleheader on the hilltop, getting the Black Devils of Robertson County and the Lady Devils against their counterparts for Harrison County. But right now, your halftime score, Harrison County's Fillies 36, Robertson County 18. You're listening to Philly Basketball, WCYN Sports.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Salads or sandwiches, wings, and...
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
So the Lady Devils of Robertson County right now, it's the Harrison County High School dance team going through their routine. I'm sure they'll have some kind of a competition coming up soon in the postseason, but right now the 7-member crew doing a good job. Take a look at the individual scoring here in the first half. First for Robertson County, they were paced by Hadley Linville, 6. 5 points each for both Peyton Jolly and Emma Adamson, and 2 points were scored by Addison Linville. Also playing but not scoring, Carrie Morgan, Katie Van Kirk, Allie Myers, Allison Miller, and Michaela Brummagem. Meanwhile, for the Fillies, Hayden Lunsford having a big night already with 13 points, including 3 3-pointers. 7 points were scored by Bailey Hudgens, 5 for Keely Custard, and then 2 each for Alyssa Williams, Savannah Kennedy, Naomi Farrar Laws, Katie Linville, and Emma Wadlow. A single point was also scored by Risa Heimlich. Also playing but not getting a chance to score, Maddie Carson, May Heimlich, Kaylee Banks, and Nia Marks. That's the way the individual numbers break down. We'll take a break, come back and give you the team stats right after this timeout. But once again, your halftime score, Harrison County 36, Robertson County 18. You're listening to the State Farm Halftime Show on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County right now in firm control of this basketball game as they lead by a score of 36-18. Fillies with several long streaks in that first half, mainly when the starters were in, but Coach Watson got the starters out early in the second quarter. Not just because the game was, 36-18, but we got at least a couple of girls who will be in the court for the homecoming, which will be at the end of this game. And I'd say those girls would like to get themselves prettied up before coming out for those festivities, but I don't know. They may wear their uniforms out here, which wouldn't surprise me at all either, as that's okay. Whatever they want to do, they're in the court. They want to wear the uniform or a dress, whichever is fine with me. All right, let's take a look now at the team stats from the first half. Harrison County was 14 out of 30, 46.7%. They threw up 14 three-point tries and made 5. Meanwhile, Robertson County 4 for 20 in the first half. That's 20%. They only tried 2 threes and missed both of them. Harrison County, doesn't matter if it's varsity, JV, boys, girls, having troubles at the line, as the Fillies made just 3 of 8 free throws. That's 37.5%. Meanwhile, Robertson County went to the line 13 times and made 10 for a very good 76.9%. Kept them in the ball game. Turnovers, pretty close. Harrison committed 10 turnovers in the first half, while Robertson County committed 13 miscues. And the rebounding battle was won by Harrison County, 17-12. 3 offensive and 9 defensive rebounds for the Lady Devils. They were led by Emma Adamson's 6 rebounds in the first half. Meanwhile, 7 offensive and 10 defensive rebounds for the Fillies. They were paced in that department by Bailey Hudgens, who pulled down 3. So there are your halftime stats here in the first game of this girl-boy doubleheader. Right now, both teams warming up for half number 2. So we'll take a break, come back with the third quarter handoff right after this timeout. Once again, your halftime score, Harrison County 36, Robertson County 18. You've been listening to the halftime show brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Language you don't speak? Hi, I'm Mark Troxel, your local...
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Out on both sides of the aisle. Of course, a lot of Harrison County people here to watch homecoming festivities, and Robertson County here to watch both their Lady Devils and their Black Devils. It's just not that far a trip from here to Mount Olivet. So we'll be getting started post-haste, as Harrison County will have the ball to begin things. Starters back in there, probably will be in there for about 5 or 6 minutes, but then I'd say the coach will bring them out. All right, inbounds pass comes to Custard. Custard in between the circles, drifts to the right side, gets it to Carson long range. Carson back up top to Lunsford to the left side, finds Custard. Custard in front of her own bench, fires the ball in the paint to Carson. Carson's shot blocked by Adamson, and the rebound is going to finally be pulled in by Adamson, who now has 7 rebounds. Into the front court come the Lady Devils. Here's a 3 fired up, no good. And Lunsford will bring down the rebound. Lunsford gets the ball to Hudgens, who lays it up and in. 9 points for Bailey. Bailey Hudgens makes it 38-18. 7:20 left to go in the third quarter. Adamson gets it between the circles now to Myers. Myers to the left side to Addison Linville. Addison Linville, bounce pass, is going to be knocked out of bounds by Carson. So the ladies from over Mount Olivet will maintain possession. From in front of our own bench to trigger the inbounds pass will be Hadley Linville. Hadley Linville looking, lobs it to inside to Adamson. Adamson in between a double team, dribbles out of it, and has the ball taken away from behind by Lunsford. Lunsford, a backwards pass to Hudgens, goes baseline. Reverse layup is short. Rebound on the floor is going to be grabbed by Hudgens. She'll get the ball to Custard, and Custard will put the ball in the hoop. So good job that time by Bailey in all directions. 40-18 now your score. 6:40 left to go in the third. In the front court, Hadley Linville gets it to Addison Linville. Addison Linville splits the defense and has her pocket picked by Custard. Custard 1-on-2 break, has her shot partially blocked by Hadley Linville, but they're going to say Hadley got a piece of Custard as well. So Custard going to the line for the first time tonight. On the year, a 74% free throw shooter. First free throw for the junior is on its way and rolls off, no good. Second free throw upcoming for the junior. Second free throw is on the way, and this one is also very short. That's uncharacteristic of her to miss 2 free throws in a row. Hadley Linville got the rebound. Robertson County with the basketball. It's Addison Linville on the left side. Gets it into the corner to Hadley. Her floater is no good. Ball on the floor, and Hudgens is in the right place at the right time as it rolls right to her. She'll get the ball to the block. Lunsford's shot is no good. And with the rebound this time is Myers. Myers gets the ball away to Addison Linville. Addison Linville in the front court. Gets it inside the arc on the right side. Ball's dropped. Loose ball picked up by Custard. Outlet pass to Lunsford. Stops at the block. Puts it up off the glass and good. Lunsford with 15 points on the night. It's their team a 42-18 advantage. 5:40 left to go in the third. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Back in the game, Jolly returns. For over 70 years, Weber Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Now Coach Pulaski having a word with the official, and now we'll call a timeout. Just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. She said 5:38 left to go in the third quarter, and Harrison County leading 42-18. Cynthia and Hardee's want you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. Boy, I wish we'd have this kind of crowd every night. Y'all can listen to me. Come back tomorrow, where the Fillies will play Carroll County at 2:30, the varsity game. And then the Thorobreds will face Bishop Brossart. They'll be at 7:30. So plenty of basketball to watch tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock with back-to-back JV varsity doubleheaders. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau, Maysville Community and Technical College, and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. Inbounds pass comes to Morgan. Morgan's shot blocked by Katie Linville, but they're going to call Katie for the foul. That'll be her first personal foul, sending Morgan to the line for the first time tonight. On the year, she is 3 for 8. Has yet to score in this game. Had 8 the first time these two teams played. First free throw is good. That will narrow the gap to 42-19. 5:36 left to go in the third. Second free throw is also good by Morgan. Makes it at 42-20. Harrison County advantage. With the basketball, Carson. Cross the timeline, drifts to the left side, gets it on the wing to Lunsford, who's going to be tripped up accidentally. by Morgan. That'll be Morgan's first personal. Katie Linville will inbounds the ball from the hash mark just to the right of her bench. She'll get it to Carson. Carson to the left side, long range to Lunsford, back up top to Carson, to the right side to Hudgens. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Robertson County. Do you have a big group to feed? The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Inbounding the ball will be Carson in front of the stable, which is filling up some. Gets it to Custard, back to Carson for three. Good! Give the assist to Custard, points to Carson. Her first points of the game. Harrison County's lead grows to 45-20. With 5:07 left to go here in the third quarter. Now, underneath the basket, Linville steals the ball away and is going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Morgan. That'll be her second. Gets the basketball, Custard. Custard will bring the ball up the floor herself. Jogging as she does across the midcourt stripe. Now gets it to the right elbow to Hudgens. Pull up jumper, in and out. Rebound is going to be picked up by Jolly. Jolly quickly in the front court. Gets it inside. Now up top to Morgan, who will fire a three. Try good. Carrie Morgan with her first tray of the game. Makes it a 45-23 Harrison County lead. 4:30 left in the third quarter. Into the front court with the basketball. Lunsford gets it to Custard. Custard, a couple of dribbles, passes it in front of the Harrison bench to Lunsford. Back up between the circles to Custard again. Over to the right side, finds Linville. Linville inside, and we're going to have a foul called on Robertson, which kind of bailed Linville out as there was no one in the passing lane. Foul's going to be on Myers. It'll be her second. Approaching the midway point of the third quarter, inbounds pass will come from Katie Linville. Linville gets it inbounds to Custard. Custard back in the corner, finds Carson for a three. Yes! Another State Farm three-pointer by Maddie Carson. Her second of the night. Makes it a 48-23 score. Harrison County in the lead. 3:55 left in the third quarter. Here's a shot put up no good. Custard will get the rebound. Gets it down on the baseline to Hudgens, who misses the layup, with Hadley Linville grabbing the board. In the backcourt, Hadley's picked up her dribble, and Jolly goes back to aid her and will bring the ball into the front court herself. Jolly splits the defense, gets it on the wing to Hadley Linville. Hadley to the block, and shot no good, but a foul is going to be called on Carson. The Carson's second personal foul, sending Hadley Linville back to the line where she is 6 for 6. Hadley had come in as a 50% free throw shooter, but now she's made all 7 of her free throw tries as Kennedy and Banks check in for the Fillies. 48-24 your score. Harrison in the lead, 3.5 left to go in the third quarter. Second free throw for Hadley Linville is also good. 8 for 8 from the charity stripe. 48-25. 3:29 left in the third. Across the timeline, Banks to the left side. Hudgens all alone for a three. Try off the front of the rim, no good. And we're going to have a tie-up on the rebound try. Ball will be given back to Robertson County. Inbounds pass comes to Jolly. Jolly will jog the ball into the front court. Gets it over to the left elbow, down to the left block. Her shot's put up no good, and Hudgens will get the rebound. He has 6 tonight. In the front court, to the right side, finds Carson for 3. Yes! A third State Farm 3 here in the third quarter for Maddie Carson. Puts her team up 51-25. In the front court, here's a pass intended for Hadley Linville. Goes through her hands, but they're going to say that Banks touched it, so Robertson County will maintain possession. Coming in the ball game, Naomi for our Laws. Laws saw action in the first half, scored a couple of points. From in front of her own bench to trigger the inbounds pass will be Hadley Linville. Hadley looking still. Now gets it to the top of the key and into the hands of Myers. Myers, the 8th grader, being guarded by Carson. Hands the ball off to Jolly. Jolly gives the ball to Hadley. Back to the basket. Her shot's no good, but she's fouled. And we'll be going back to the line for 2, where she's perfect tonight. Fouls on Banks. That'll be Kaylee Banks' first. And now a timeout called by Harrison County. We'll keep it right here as it is just a 30-second timeout with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the third. And Harrison County on top 51-25. The Fillies led 36-18 at the halftime juncture. Nicholas boys are up by 7 going into the fourth quarter. Okay. Trying to clear things up for that number 1 seed. Find out tonight probably what seed Harrison County will have. Same goes for the girls game up there. Nicholas County Lady Jackets and Pendleton County Lady Cats. So Hadley Linville at the line where she's 8 for 8. 9 for 9. Knocking it dead. Like I said, she came in as a 50% free throw shooter. She's found her rhythm tonight. 51-26 the score. Second free throw is no good. I bragged on her too much. Long rebound brought down by Kennedy. Up the floor come the Fillies in the front court. Banks has it now. Banks in between the circles. Drifts to the left side, now hands it off to Hudgens. Hudgens inside, ball knocked away. Loose ball on the floor. Kennedy goes to the floor to pick up the ball and just started rolling over, and he can't roll over at all. So on the turnover, the first of the second half for the Fillies, give the ball back to Robertson County. Inbounds pass comes to Jolly. Still time to get up here if you want to watch the homecoming stuff, which is going to be between games. At the top of the key with the basketball now is Myers. Myers has played a lot here in this game. She gets the ball to Hadley Linville now in the corner to Adamson. Adamson, strong girl, gets the ball into the hands of Hadley Linville, who's going to be fouled as she approached the paint. Foul's going to be called on Farrar Laws. That'll be Naomi's first. Just a common foul. Sub coming in for Harrison County, Alyssa Williams. She saw quite a bit of action in the first half. She'll replace Hudgens. Hudgens with 9 points tonight. From her own baseline, Morgan gets the ball inbounds to Adamson for 3. Out the flange, no good. Long rebound comes all the way out to Banks. Banks in the front court gets the ball to Carson. 12-footer, bounces off the flange. Rebound pulled down by Banks. She'll fire it back out to Carson, who buries the 3. Eddie Carson, 4 threes. State Farm threes here in the third quarter. Makes the score 54-26. A minute and a half left to go in the third. Hadley Linville, skip pass to the far side to Morgan. Morgan puts up a three-pointer, rattles out, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Harrison County. On her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Hadley Linville. She'll get it to Morgan. Morgan to Jolly. Jolly lobs the ball to Hadley. Down on the baseline, trying to find Adamson, but Williams steps in the passing lane and knocks it out of bounds. 1:18 left to go in the third. Harris leading 54-26. They've led all the way. From her own baseline, Morgan. Morgan gets the ball on the wing to Hadley Linville. Up top to Jolly. Now into the hands of Myers. Myers back to Jolly. Jolly to Morgan, to Hadley, to Jolly near the far hash mark. Jolly being guarded by Carson. Now pitches the ball to the far side. Ball knocked out of bounds by Farrar Laws. Good heads-up play by Laws. So from the far sideline, inbounding the ball will be Hadley Linville. She gets it to Jolly in between the circles. To the right side, long range, finds Myers. Myers gets the ball to Jolly. Jolly goes baseline to Adamson, and Adamson, we're going to have a 30-second timeout. Lady Devils. We'll take it as well. 53 seconds left to go in the third. Your score, Harrison County 54, Robertson County 26. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
To Morgan, and Morgan puts it up and in. Carrie Morgan with 7 points. 64-28 your score. With just 37 seconds left in the third quarter, the shot put up no good by the Fillies, and the rebound is brought down by Jolly. Jolly in the front court, charges, bad call. Maddie Carson was there, but they will give her the blocking foul. That'll be Carson's third personal. Going to the line will be Jolly. She's 1 for 1 from the charity stripe tonight, 5 points overall. First free throw by the sophomore is good. As Emma Waterloo checks back in. 64-29. Or 54-29, I should say. With 27 seconds left, she makes the second one as well to make the score 54-30. Harrison County with the basketball. Make over the last shot of the quarter, leading by 24. But the ball gets away from Banks, and the loose ball picked up by Robertson County. And then Banks ties Adamson up to force a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it on the side of the Fillies. For our Laws from our own baseline. Gets to Banks on the wing for a three-point try. Just short with a long rebound. Comes all the way back to Banks. Banks puts it up. No good. Rebound this time. And is brought down by Hadley Linville. Hadley in the front court. Dishes it off. Now a three try is going to go out of bounds. So, at the end of 3 quarters, your score. Harrison County 54, Robertson County 30. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
6, your local hometown station and the home of the Breds and Fillies. WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
Alrighty, Robertson County with the ball as we begin play in the fourth quarter. Shot put up no good by Myers, and coming down with the rebound for our Laws. For our Laws' first rebound of the night. Well, they've been here for farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Banks with the basketball in the front court on the right side. Gets it on the wing to Laws. Laws down on the block to Williams. Her shot's no good, but she's fouled. We'll go to the line for two. That's what Alyssa needs to do every time we get her the ball. Go down low, make them foul you, or else go up for a shot. Williams, 0 for 2 from the line tonight. First free throw is good. Gives her 3 points altogether. And improves Harrison County's lead to 55-30. 7:39 left. Second free throw is also good by Williams. Makes the score 56-30. Up the floor with the basketball comes Jolly. Jolly across the timeline inside the mid-circle. Pass to the left side to Morgan in the far corner to Adamson. Adamson then tries a pass. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Wadlow. Inbound the ball this time. It's a hash mark. Will be Hadley Linville. Hadley in between the circles finds Jolly. Back to Hadley for a three-point try. Off the flange. No good. Long rebound comes out to Banks, who's gotten a lot of those long rebounds tonight. In the front court, Banks fires it down low to Wadlow. Ball knocked away from behind by Jolly, but she cannot keep it from going out of bounds. So Harrison will maintain possession. Risa Heimlich inbounds the ball to Banks. Left side three-point try. Good! A State Farm three-point try by Kaylee Banks. Gives her first points of the night. Improves Harrison County's lead to 59-30. Exactly 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Jolly has the ball stripped away by Banks, but a late whistle, and they're going to call a foul on Banks, I believe. And that's probably the right call. Second foul on Banks. Now, a substitution for Harrison County is May Heimlich will check in for for our Laws. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. He's your good neighbor. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and Fillies. Morgan on the baseline, gets it on the wing to Hadley. Hadley Linville to Addison Linville. But then the ball knocked away, and Banks has the loose ball in the front court. Here's a three by Risa Heimlich. No good. Rebound pulled down by May, but turns down the open three-pointer. And now a three by Emma Wadlow. She has 5 points. A State Farm three-pointer by Wadlow. Makes it 62-30. With 6:15 left. Here's a three by Morgan. Off the flange, no good. Offside rebound. Picked up by Wadlow. Wadlow goes coast to coast, but her layup is no good. Rebound pulled in by May Heimlich. Shot no good. And now at the free throw line, Banks has it, and she'll put it in the hole. Banks with 5 points. Makes the score 64-30. So we're a point away from a continuous clock. 5:44 left from the foul line. Jolly makes the shot. So make it 64-32. 5.5 left. Puts the basketball into the front court. Comes Banks. Banks to the top of the key. Races into the paint. Her flip shot is no good. And Hadley Linville will pick up the rebound. And she's going to be tied up. Although the possessioner will keep the ball in the hands of the Lady Devils. Let's see, Allison Miller checks back in. She saw some action in the first half. Jolly will bring the ball into the front court. Jolly across the midcourt stripe now. Lobs it to the near side to Addison Linville. In the paint finds Miller. Miller then tries a pass, and we're going to have a jump ball, and that will give it back to the Fillies. At El Paracutan, daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan to visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. Yeah, Harrison County's ball. 5:04 left, 64-32 as the Fillies have doubled up the Lady Devils here tonight. They may meet again. Say, for example, Harrison County is the number 1 seed and the Black Devils are the number 4 seed. Harrison and Robertson would play each other in the first round. Wadlow, right side, lobs the ball down low to Williams. Has her shot partially blocked, and Jolly gets the rebound. Jolly, coast to coast off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled in by Williams. And here come the Fillies the other way. Now a steal by Robertson County, but then a re-steal by Harrison County. Shot put up, no good. Rebound, picked up by Banks. She'll get it to Wadlow, who makes the two-pointer. Two-pointer by Wadlow off of the assist by Banks. 7 points now for Wadlow. Makes the score 66-32. 4:15 left. Now a turnover by Robertson County. Banks gets the ball to Wadlow. She'll fire a three. Bounces off short. But with the rebound is Risa Heimlich, who puts it back up and in. Nice job that time by Risa. 68-32. Continuous clock the rest of the way. About 4 minutes. With the basketball in the paint is Miller. She goes up for a shot, but she's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be called on Risa Heimlich. That'll be her fourth. Marks back in for Harrison County. Also checking in for the first time for Robertson County, Mackenzie Rose Collins. Mackenzie Rose Collins, a 7th grader. Allison Miller to the line where she's 0 for 2. First free throw is no good. She'll have another one. Try to get her name into the scorebook. Miller's second free throw is also no good. Rebound pulled down by Wadlow. Into the front court, Banks to the block, to the glass, lays it up, misses it. Rebound on the floor is picked up by Marks. And now we'll have a scrum on the floor for a loose ball. Possession there will give it back to Robertson County. We'll take a break during the homecoming festivities so we don't talk over them. So we'll be getting off of this broadcast quickly after this game is over. Here's a bad pass inside by Robertson. Loose ball picked up by Risa Heimlich. She'll get it to Banks. Banks to the left side to May Heimlich. Gets it down low to Marks on the block. Marks between a couple of players. Misses the shot, but she's fouled. And will go to the line for a couple of free throws. 23 fouls on Miller, her first. Now a timeout called by Robertson. We'll take it as well. 2:22 left to go. Your score, Harrison County 68, Robertson County 32. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
All right, back here at the Hilltop, another timeout was called while we were away, so we'll just keep it right here. 68-32, the Phillies about to break their modest 2-game losing streak and go back over 500 at 11-10. Meanwhile, Robertson, well, more importantly for the Phillies, they'll lead 4-1 in district play, with Pendleton County coming up next week. Robertson County will drop to 6-11 overall and 0-5 against district competition. Out of the timeout, Nia Marks will be at the line. Marks trying her first free throws of the season. Actually, she was 0 for 2 back in the second quarter, so second time she's been to the free throw stripe tonight. First free throw by the sophomore is off the flange. She'll have another chance at it, though. There's number 31. Second free try is on the way, and this one is good. So Maya Marks gets her name into the scorebook. 69-32 your score. 2:22 left. With the basketball, Addison Linville to the top of the key, finds Van Kirk, and then a steal by Harrison County's Wadlow. Wadlow goes to the basket, but the ball's knocked away from behind, so Harrison will maintain a lot of contact. Also in there now for the Lady Devils, Michaela Brummagem, a 5'7" senior. Inbounds pass to Banks. Her long three is no good and will go out of bounds. So give the ball back to Robertson County. Inbounds pass will come this time to Van Kirk. Van Kirk over to the left side, gets the ball to Rose Collins. And in the paint is Miller, and she is going to be fouled. Foul's going to be called on Marks. That'll be her first. Going to the line will be Miller. She is 0 for 4. 69-32, a minute 25 left. First free throw is good this time. Allison Miller makes the score 69-33. Second free throw is no good, and Marks will get the rebound for Harrison County. In the front court, Wadlow misses the layup. Banks misses a shot. And now here's a long three by Risa Heimlich. Heimlich with 6 points. Makes it 72-33. Clock winding down, less than a minute to go. Ball was knocked out of bounds by Robertson County for a turnover. 23 of those for them tonight. Harrison County has committed 14. Banks with the basketball to the right side, finds Risa Heimlich. Down low to May, puts it up, and no. Gets her own rebound, though. Puts it back up and good. Nice job on the offensive glass by May Heimlich, who actually has 3 offensive rebounds tonight. And now we'll have a score as well. 74-33, 30 seconds left. In the front court, Wadlow puts up a 15-footer air ball. Offside rebound, though, is picked up by Risa Heimlich. Here's a shot from the top of the key, or just shy of the top of the key by Wadlow. And Wadlow with 6 points makes the score 76-33. Here's a shot put up, no good, and the rebound was grabbed by Rose Collins. But that will bring us to the end of the ball game. Harrison County wins by a final score of 76-33 here on homecoming night on the Hilltop. Take a quick look at the numbers for you. For Robertson County now 6-11. They were paced by Hadley Linville's 9. Terry Morgan had 7. Nick Jolly also had 9 points. 5 points for Hannah Adamson. Addison Linville had 2. Also playing but not scoring, Terry Morgan, Eddie Van Kirk, Allie Myers, Allison Miller, Michaela Brummagem, as well as Rose Collins. For Harrison County, 15 points for Hayden Lunsford, including 3 threes. 12 points for Betty Carson, 4 3-pointers for her. 9 points for Bailey Hutchins. 7 were scored by Keely Hester. 5 were scored by Kaylee Banks. 4 by Alyssa Williams. And then 2 points for Savannah Kennedy, as well as Naomi Farrar-Laws and May Heimlich, as also Katie Linville with 2, and Nia Marks had 1. So there are your numbers. We'll now take a break and be back after a while. But right now, the homecoming festivities going on here at Harrison County High School. Once again, though, in your opener, your final score, Harrison County 76, Robertson County 33. You've been listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
The Live.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
State Farm Insurance Agent Joe Cochran, Snappy Tomato Pizza, El Paricatin Mexican Restaurant, Weber Farms, Maysville Community and Technical College, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent Chad Eversole, and Judy Construction. And now for all the play-by-play action, here's your host, Jim Swinford.
Back here at the Hilltop, the homecoming festivities are over. Hayden Lunsford becomes the queen, which is the best choice of all. But joined now by Coach Bill Watson and Coach in y'all's game. You wanted to get out in front early. Well, you did the job.
Well, we did what we were supposed to do, what we talked about doing. We were able to rest our top people. And I thought our kids that came in after that, our JV kids, our underclassmen, I thought they really competed and did a lot of good things. But it's a good night. We shot it well, obviously, but we did some good things offensively and defensively. And like you said, Hayden being the homecoming queen sort of tops off the night.
Sure does. She was kind of mired into a shooting slump there for what seemed like a month.
Yeah.
But I think with her performance tonight and the other night as well, I think she's out of it.
Well, we hope so, because she's a big part of what we do offensively. So now, we come back tomorrow against Carroll County, and hopefully we can put the same effort together and get a day off and get ready for 3 games again next week.
Right. Maddie Carson with 4 threes today. I mean, it just seemed like everybody that was throwing it up there was going in.
Well, I got upset with Maddie because the one she's shooting the lights out, and the one time in transition, she ran to the short corner. Stay out the arc. You're shooting the lights out. Stay out there at the arc. But, our kids did a good job of finding the people that were shooting the basketball. And I think that's a testament to what we try to do. We preach it all the time, share the basketball. Even late in the game, we're trying to get the basketball to Naya's hands to get to the free throw line. And she went 1 for 4, but we did get her the basketball.
Right. A little bit of history here. The 12 three-pointers we had tonight, the 3rd most all time, and the most since we set the record of 15 in 1998.
Well, it's been a while. I was a young man of 45 back then, so we've got people that can shoot it, and it's a little easier to shoot it when you're ahead.
Right.
But still, you still got to make it. I like what we did, and hopefully we can build on that and get us one tomorrow, and then go for next week.
Congratulations on the win, Coach. We'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All righty. Head Philly basketball coach Bill Watson after Harrison County's 76-33 win over the Lady Devils of Robertson County in the first game of this girl-boy homecoming doubleheader. The Thorobreds are coming up next. Stay tuned. We'll be back to give you the pregame show of that right after this. But once again in the opener, your final score, Harrison County Phillies 76, the Robertson County Lady Devils 33. You've been listening to Thoroughbred and Philly basketball on WCYN Sports here on the Cynthia and Hardy's pregame show.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop. We're some 14 minutes away from the tip-off of game number 2 of this girl-boy doubleheader. The Harrison County Thorobreds against the Robertson County Black Devils. This is the second time this year that these two teams have played each other. Back on January the 17th, Harrison County traveled to Mount Olivet and beat Robertson County 87-33. So hopefully we'll have the same type of result tonight as well in front of a really big, good crowd all the way around. A lot of people from Harrison County here, a lot of people from Robertson County here. Great homecoming festivities and just a great atmosphere for basketball. I think a lot of people may have been waiting to get out of the house because of all the snow we've had, and they decided that let's go to Harrison County High School and watch a good basketball game. And I don't know if they're so good for Robertson County fans, but they support their kids no matter what. And I enjoy the Mount Olivet people being around here because they know basketball and they love their kids, and that's all that high school basketball is all about. But anyway, the Black Devils against the Thorobreds. Harrison County trying to clinch, well, not so much clinch, but at least stay in contention for that number 1 seed in the 38th district if they can pick up a victory here tonight. So after tonight, just one more district game for our guys as they'll play next Thursday. I think it's Thursday. Next Friday, our Thoroughbreds will play against Pendleton County, which will probably decide what the seedings may be for the postseason tournament, or at least who will be tied in those proceedings. As far as Robertson County is concerned, they're 4-11 on the year, coached by Brandon Henson, who's done a good job with his Black Devils. Their leading scorer is Ashton Myers. Ashton Myers, a 6-foot junior who's averaging almost 11 points a game. They got good, consistent scoring across the line on their starters as far as how many they've scored. It's very even scoring. The problem is they really don't have a lot of bench, so if they do fall behind, it's hard for them to catch up because so much energy is expended on catching up that once you get there, a lot of times you're so tired that you can't get across the finish line. But still, as we saw in Mount Olivet, these guys play hard and will give Harrison County all they could ask for in tonight's game. So don't look for the Black Devils to lay down because that ain't never going to happen. Harrison County, meanwhile, now 5-11 on the season as their play has really improved over the past few weeks as they gear up for the postseason. Hard to believe, but 4 weeks from Monday, the district tournament will begin. So not a whole lot of time to fix what you need to fix. But at this point, I don't think anything major will be added into the game plans of teams across the Commonwealth as they more or less tweak things in anticipation of the postseason. For Harrison County's Thoroughbreds, that postseason, I believe, will be here at Harrison County. Let me get on the schedule real quick and check to make for sure before I talk out of turn. And, of course, there it is. Yeah, the boys district tournament will be here on the hilltop. So make plans now to come up here. The dates will be decided at a meeting later on. But Harrison County, the Thorobreds, will be hosting the boys 38th district tournament. Not sure exactly where the girls are going to be, but we'll find that out for you. Right now, both teams are continuing to warm up out in front of us. So what we'll do is take a break and come back and give you the starting lineups of tonight's game between Harrison County and Robertson County. You're listening to the Cynthia Hardy's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
With Southern States Co-op in Cynthiana.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
First for Robertson County, at a guard, an 8th grader who wears the number 1, Lucas Burton. Burton averaging 5.1 points a game. Another guard is Nathan Turner. He wears the number 2. He's a 6-foot junior and is averaging 6.3. One of the forwards is number 4, Nate Gray. He's a senior who's averaging 8.3 points a contest. The other forward is Andrew Gooden. And they might be a little bit familiar to you. Andrew Gooden, the grandson of Chuck Gooden, who helps me on the broadcast for the Sweet 16 and has for several years. Andrew Gooden wears the number 11. He's a 5'5 junior who's averaging 6.5 points a game. And in the middle, a 6-foot junior, number 12, Ashton Myers. Myers averaging 10.9. So once again, for the Black Devils, it'll be Burden, Turner, Gray, Gooden, and Myers. Robertson County offensively averaging 40.4 points per game on offense. On defense, giving up 74 points per game. Now with the Harrison County Thorobreds, 5-11 on the year. At a guard, a 6-foot senior, number 2, Jayshawn Lewis. Lewis averaging 7.6 points a game. Another guard is Sawyer Craycraft. He's a 5'10 junior who wears the number 24 and is averaging 4.1. One of the forwards is Donovan Walker. Donovan wears the number 1. He's a 6'2 junior, averaging 4.4 points a game, but had a career high of 19 in the earlier meeting between these two schools. At the other forward, Jaden Boyers, who wears the number 33. He's a 6'5 senior, averaging 8.1. And in the middle, a 6'3 junior, number 4, Landon Kinney. Kinney averaging 7.3. He likewise had his career high with 12 points the last time these two teams met earlier this month. In fact, exactly 2 weeks ago. So once again, for the Breds, it'll be Lewis, Craycraft, Walker, Boyers, and Kinney. Harrison County averaging 48.5 points per game on offense. On defense, giving up 54.7 points per game. On paper, the Thorobreds about an 11-point favorite to win this game and improve on the year to 6-11. So it should be a pretty good ball game, at least for a while. So sit back and enjoy. Well, both teams, while we have this opportunity, let's take it back to the station to Ted Beam, pastor at the First Methodist Church, for tonight's pregame prayer.
Let's pray. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for your incredible love and grace to us. We thank you for your faithfulness. We thank you for how you've revealed yourself to us. You haven't left us to our imaginations, but you have come. You've sent Jesus to come and live among us and die on our behalf and rise again, and we are so grateful. We do lift up the teams to you tonight as they gather for this wonderful competition. Will you pour out your Spirit on them? You help them to play and to play well, even better than they've ever played before. You protect them from injuries. We ask you to guide them, guide the coaches, guide the officials, and you help this evening that they will learn a lot tonight about fair play, about sportsmanship, about those lessons that will carry them through life. We are so grateful to you. Will you bless this time this evening? Protect them all from injuries. We offer them to you in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you. My name's Ted Beam, the pastor of First Methodist Church in Cynthiana at the corner of Pike Street and Church Street. I hope you come worship with us this coming Sunday at 11 a.m.
All righty, back here on the hilltop, Harrison County and Robertson County about to take each other on for the 60th time in the school's histories. Harrison County leads the all-time series 51-8 and have won the last 10 in a row. It's a series that began way back in November of 1951 when the Thorobreds traveled to Mount Olivet and came home with a 40-32 win. The last year, the two teams played 3 times. The first time was back in January of 24. Harrison County winning that game here on the hilltop 108-32. Then in February, they met in Mount Olivet. And in that game, Harrison County won 117-39, the third highest point total in Harrison County history. The two teams would meet again in the first round of the district tournament, with Harrison County winning that game 72-32. So there's a short history of this rivalry between Harrison County and Robertson County, one that has been dominated over the past, ever since they started years, 51-8. Right now, the lead for Harrison County. Well, as we talked about in the opener, the sports season's winding down for winter sports, beginning with the bowling team. The bowling team yesterday and today were involved in the regional tournament, which was being held in Richmond, Kentucky at their bowling alley. Hopefully, our bowling team came up with some big wins and will take, if not the entire squad, at least a lot of our team on to the state, which is usually held at the 10-pin bowling alley in Louisville. I'll have to double check to make sure for that, but we'll maybe get those results tomorrow to tell you about it on Let's Talk Sports. But hopefully our bowling team did well. Tomorrow, the Thorobreds, going back to basketball, the Thorobreds will be hosting the Mustangs of Bishop Brossart. Bishop Brossart, always a tough team. For the most part, they did have a little bit of a shaky season last year, so not always. But most of the time, Bishop Brossart's very good. This year, kind of about middling, kind of like the Thorobreds at 10-9. That'll be a JV varsity doubleheader. The JV game will begin at 6 with the varsity game at 7:30. Then on Tuesday, the Breds will head to Red Wine Gymnasium to take on the Paris Greyhounds in Paris. Next Friday, a week from tonight, the Thorobreds will host Pendleton County in what will be a single game, not a doubleheader like the other district games were, just a single game, Harrison County against Pendleton County next Friday. Meanwhile, the Fillies earlier tonight knocked off the Robertson County Lady Devils 76-33. They'll be in action tomorrow here in the afternoon against Carroll County. That game will start at 2:30 with the pregame show, or the JV game at 1. So 1 o'clock and 2:30, the two times for your games tomorrow for the Fillies. On Tuesday, the girls will host St. Patrick High School. That will just be one game, a 6:30 start for that one game between the Fillies and St. Pat. Then on Thursday, the Fillies will host Pendleton County for what should be a big matchup that may determine who will be the number 1 seed in the 38th District Tournament. The wrestling team will be very active tomorrow as well. They'll be over at the middle school. the boys will be hosting the Rumble on the Hilltop. Meanwhile, the girls wrestling team will be participating in a duels match against Mason County and Montgomery County. So the winter sports, after all the snow went away, back into full swing in anticipation of all their respective postseasons. Well, we're about to have the national. No, we're not. We already had the national anthem once. We'll have the introduction of the starting lineups. So what we'll do is take a break and then come back for the tip-off right after this timeout. You've been listening to the Cynthia and Hardy's pregame show on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Since 1956, your local hometown station and the home of the Breds and Fillies. WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
All righty, back here at the Hilltop, the starting quintet for Harrison County being introduced as we speak in front of a very good crowd for this girl-boy doubleheader. Harrison County 5-11, Robertson County 4-11 on the season. There's the queen of the court, Hayden Lunsford.
I believe in Kentucky.
2025 basketball homecoming queen. Congratulations to Hayden for that. Very deserving. Very deserving. Jumping center for Harrison County will be Jaden Boyers. On the opposite side of the midcourt stripe will be Nathan Turner for the Black Devils as they're about to get this game underway. Referee checks with both sides. They say they're ready. Free ball is up and controlled by Harrison County. Craycraft will bring the ball into the front court as he crosses the timeline inside the center circle. Now gets to the left side, long range to Lewis. In between the circle to Kenny, to the right side, finds Lewis again. Now back out top to Craycraft. Craycraft dribbles to the top of the key, pass to the left side to Walker, long range. Walker flips the ball to Lewis in between the circles where he'll reset the offense as he bounces the ball to Craycraft inside the center circle. Pass to the left side, long range to Walker. Walker in between the circles to Kenny to the right side. Craycraft lobs the ball down low to Boyers. Boyers splits the defense, puts it off the glass and good. Nice job that time by Boyers. So he puts Harrison County in the early lead, 2-0. We haven't yet played a minute. In the front court come the Black Devils. Pass over on the right side, going baseline, but cut off. Now a pass back outside to Burden. Burden gets the ball to Turner. Turner to the left side, long range to Gooden. Gooden drives past Kenny to the block, puts a shot off the glass. It's no good. Rebound, put back, no good. And this time with the rebound is Harrison County. In the front court with the basketball out top is Lewis. Drifts to the right side, now gets to Boyers. Boyers to Kenny. Kenny with the ball over his head. Still has his dribble if he needs it. Gets to Lewis. Lewis backs up about 5 feet behind the midcourt circle, or behind the three-point circle. Here's a three by Walker, way off the mark, no good. But there to grab it is Boyers. Boyers gets it down low to Kenny, who goes to the basket but misses the layup. Rebound pulled down this time by Myers. So up the floor come the Black Devils. In the front court with the basketball is Myers. To give the ball off to the near side to Gooden, long range. Gooden in the paint, finds Myers, has his shot blocked out of bounds. Oh, it was blocked off the leg of Myers by Boyers. So give the ball to Harrison County. Now, a timeout call by Robertson County. It's going to be just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here as Coach Henson trying to keep his troops from getting out of the game plan. Right now, with exactly 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter, Harrison County leads 2-0. For over 70 years, Weber's Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. As we said, both the Fillies and the Thorobreds in action tomorrow here on the Hilltop. With 4 weeks left in the regular season. Out of the timeout, Harrison County with the basketball. Craycraft will walk it up the floor as he jogs into the front court in the middle of the floor. Just to the right side, long range. Up top finds Lewis. Lewis to the elbow. Back up three-pointer. Barely grazed the rim, but going and getting the long rebound will be Walker. In the corner, Kinney for a three-point try. Good! A State Farm three-pointer by Landon Kinney. With Harrison County in the lead, 5-0. 5:33 left to go in the first quarter. With the basketball, Gooden stopped at the block, puts up a shot, no good off the side of the backboard, but Gooden is able to get his own rebound, and now as he goes back up, will have his shot pitched out of bounds by Boyers. Robertson will maintain possession. From his own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Gray. Dumps it over on the far side to Turner. Turner has the ball taken away by Craycraft. Craycraft, perfectly timed steal, goes coast to coast and lays it in. And just like that, the Thorobreds up 7-0. And now another timeout called by Robertson. It's another 30. So we'll continue to keep it right here. But what a steal by Craycraft to get the bucket on the other end as well. Just kind of acting like a defensive back out there. And timed his approach perfectly, hitting the ball just as it was about midway between the two players passing it to each other. Cynthia Hardee's wants you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. It's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. As we mentioned, Harrison County is currently won 10 straight over Robertson County. Facing full court man pressure, trying to get the ball inbounds is Turner. He does, into the hands of Burden. Burden races all the way to the basket, but then at the last possible second, decided to pass the ball to Myers. Myers had already turned around to get into a rebounding position, and the ball went out of bounds. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau, Maysville Community and Technical College, and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. With the basketball in the front court, Lewis. Bounce pass to Boyers in the paint. Boyers double teamed and then turns around and gets it into the hands of Walker. Walker to Lewis at the left elbow. He'll back it back out again and gets it to Craycraft, who fires a three. Good! Craycraft with the State Farm three-pointer. Puts Harrison County in the lead 10-0. 4.5 left to go in the first quarter. Into the front court with the Black Devils. Turner to the left side, long range, gets the ball to Gooden. Gooden in the paint to Myers. Myers puts up a shot over Boyers. Might have been partially blocked. Either way, the rebound pulled in by Lewis. In the front court, Lewis on the right side, long range. Now goes to the top of the key. Backs up a step and gets the ball to Boyers. Boyers, backdoor cut to Walker. Walker's shot no good, but he's fouled. And we'll go to the line for two. Foul's going to be called on Turner. That'll be Turner's first personal foul. Walker to the line for the first time tonight on the year. He is a 59% free throw shooter. Harrison County as a team, a deplorable 52%. First free throw is good. Increases Harrison County's lead to 11-0 with 4:05 left in the first quarter. Mason Wright checks in for Harrison County. Mason, a 6'2 senior, averaging 4.2. Second free throw is on the way, and it is good as well. Harrison County up 12-0. In the game for Harrison, Blake Green. Green, a 6'2 junior, averaging 9.7 points a game. Inbounds pass will come to Gooden. Gooden, as we hit the midway point of the first quarter, his team up by 12, brings the ball across the timeline. Moves in between the circles. Now to the left elbow to Myers. Myers, double team, lobs the ball to Turner. Turner in the corner. Here's a three fired up. No good by Gray. And on the offside, the rebound picked up by Kenny. Breds on the move. Kenny left side, up top finds Lewis. Lewis directing some traffic as he drifts to the right side in front of the Black Devil bench. Now tries a pass. It's knocked away. And the loose ball picked up by Robertson County. That's the first turnover for Harrison County in the game. And then now Gray loses his dribble. Loose ball on the floor, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Robertson County, so Harrison County will get the ball back. You have a big group to feed. The Beast Pizza's great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Across the midcourt stripe comes Craycraft. Gets to Green on the left side. Green up top to right. Right to the right side finds Kenny. Kenny goes baseline, but we're going to have an illegal screen set by Craycraft. So give the ball back to the Black Devils, who trail 12-0. Trying to get the ball inbounds is Turner. Good defense by Harrison, but finally the ball does come inbounds to Burden. He'll get it to Gray. Gray across the timeline on the far sideline, stops at the hash mark, gets it on the baseline. Shot put up, no good. Kenny with the rebound, and here come the Thorobreds the other way. In the paint, Wright had it for a moment, but just couldn't keep a hold of it. It goes out of bounds, so 3 straight trips with a turnover for the Breds. Robertson breaks the press. Myers with it in the paint. Lobs to the far side to Gray for a 3, short. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by Robertson County. Official hadn't given an indication yet. Hitting the floor hard on that last transaction was Myers. He says he's okay, but he's kind of limping on that left ankle a bit. Robertson County will maintain possession. Coming in the game for the first time, Amari Canyon. Canyon, a junior, averaging 1.9 points a game. He'll come in for Myers as they'll check out that ankle. From his own baseline, Burden lobs the ball up top to Turner. Turner on the far side finds Gooden. Gooden looking for help. He's still got his dribble. Bounces the ball into the paint to Gray. Gray up and under move, misses the shot, and Lewis will get the rebound. Into the front court come the Breds. From the left elbow, Lewis spins, gets it up top to Craycraft again. Craycraft calls out the play from inside the center circle. Now a pass to the far hash mark to Green. To Kenny, down low, finds Lewis, who misses the easy layup. Rebound pulled in by Turner. It's a couple of easy shots we've missed. In the front court with the basketball, Gooden spins, fall away jumper off the flange, no good, and Lewis comes away with the rebound. Lewis with 3 boards here in the first quarter. Craycraft at the foul line, dumps the ball down to the block to Kenny. His shot put up and good. Give the assist to Craycraft. The points to Kenny. And Harrison County's lead now 14-0. 1:46 left to go in the first quarter. Turner has the ball stripped away from behind. Up the floor goes Lewis to the basket and lays it up and in. Couple of points for Jay Sean. Makes it a 16-0 score. 1:31 left to go here in the first quarter. With the basketball into the front court, that's Myers, who's back in the game. Has a shot blocked by Kenny out of bounds. In the game for Harrison, Walker comes in, as well as Cooper Slade. Slade, a 6-foot junior, averaging 3.7 points a contest. Just a common foul from his own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Burden. Burden looking, lobs it out top and into the hands of Turner. Turner in between the circles, calls out the play as we approach the 1-minute mark of the first quarter. Harrison leading 16-0. Now Canyon lost control of the basketball, but he goes and retrieves it. Gets it down low to Gray. Gray from the block puts up a shot, no good, but he's going to be fouled by Walker. And Gray will be going to the free throw stripe. Gray on the season, a 73% free throw shooter. That's second best on the team. Gray is senior. First free throw is on the way and no good. They'll have another opportunity Stable looks nice and full. Well, nice and 3/4 full. So they came out to support their classmates. Second free throw is good by Gray. Makes it a 16-1 score with 1:07 left to go in the first quarter. Up the floor comes Ja'Cory Hinton with the basketball. Hinton, a 5'8 sophomore, averaging 2.5. From the right elbow, Green, a jump shot is no good. White gets the rebound. His putback is good. Mason Wright with his first points of the ball game makes the score 18-1. 48 seconds left to go in the first quarter. In the front court with the basketball is Gooden. Gooden backs down his defender. Now gets it back out front, knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Turner. Turner, guarded by Wright, calls out the play from between the circles. Now gets to the right side, long range with the basketball. A shot put up, no good by Poe. And Harrison County's Green has the rebound this time. In the front court, shot put up, no good. Rebound on the floor is picked up by Walker. Walker fires a three, and it's good. Donovan Walker with a State Farm three-pointer puts Harrison County up 21-1. 4 seconds left. Here's a shot put up by Turner as the buzzer sounds. It's no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, your score, Harrison County 21, Robertson County 1. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
All right, as we get back to play, Harrison County with a commanding 21-1 lead as we get in the second quarter. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Black Devils will have the ball to begin the second quarter. Turner with the basketball across the timeline against the defensive Slade. Over on the far hash mark is Gray. He'll get it down on the paint to Myers. Myers back out top to Gray for a three. No good off the flange. And skying for the rebound is Jay-Sean Lewis. Lewis with 4 rebounds already in the game. Hands the ball to Hinton. Hinton with the basketball on the right side. Gets the ball to Lewis. In between the circles to Boyers. Now to Walker outside the arc. Walker to the top of the key finds Lewis. Lewis back to the near side to Slade for a three. Rolls out, no good. Rebound bounced around, still being chased after. And finally, coming up with it is Gray. Gray in the front court, goes to the basket, misses the layup. Rebound pulled down this time by Hinton. Hinton will bring the ball into the front court. We played a minute of the second quarter. Harrison up by 20. Slade up top to Boyers, long range. Boyers gets the ball back to Walker. Walker down low, finds Lewis. Lewis double team, gets it back out to Hinton. Up top to Walker again. Walker behind the back dribble. Between the circles finds Slade. Now back to Walker again at the top of the key. Walker setting the offense, gets the ball beyond the arc to Boyers on the left side. Now finds Slade up the top. Gets it down low on the block to Walker. Walker puts it off the glass and good. 7 points for Donovan Walker as Harrison County's lead grows to 23-1. Into the front court come the Black Devils. Gray drops the ball, but the loose ball picked up by Turner. He'll get it back to Gray. Gray to the left elbow to Myers, a little bit wide of him. Loose ball picked up by Boyers. Boyers will get the ball now to Hinton. Hinton across the timeline. Bounce pass to Walker on the wing. Walker goes to the basket, lays it up and in. 9 points for Walker. Harrison County up 25-1. Into the front court with the basketball comes Turner. Reverses his dribble. Gets it over to the far side. Now back up top. He'll hand the ball to Burden. Burden goes into the paint. Puts up a shot, and it's good. First field goal of the game for Robertson County. Makes it 25-3 with 5:47 left to go in the first half. Across the timeline comes Hinton. Gets to Lewis, to the left side to Walker. Walker to the top of the key to Boyers once again. He'll put up a three-point try, a little bit off to the right. Myers brings down the rebound. Into the front court come the Black Devils. With it is Turner. Gets it in the corner to Burden. Burden goes baseline to the basket, misses the shot. Rebound picked up by Slade. Slade into the front court. Gets the ball to Walker. Walker to Boyers. Boyers spins, puts up a shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, though, and puts it back up and in. Good job on the offensive glass that time by Jaden. Harrison County's lead now 27-3. 4:54 left to go in the first half. With the basketball inside the center circle is Turner. Turner hands the ball to Gooden. Gooden goes into the paint, now goes back to the block, puts up a shot on a follow-away, air ball, rebound pulled down by Walker. In the front court, Walker stops at the foul line, gives the ball to Boyers. Boyers looking, finds Walker for a three-point try, in and out this time. Rebound by Boyers, puts it back up and in. Jade doing a great job of picking up the garbage as he puts his team ahead 29-3. Timeout on the floor. 4:23 left to go in the first half. Your score, Harrison County 29, Robertson County 3. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Top Harrison County up 29-3 with 4:23 left in the first half. Well, like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. He's your good neighbor. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. That's 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and Fillies. Out of the timeout, Robertson County with the basketball as Poe returns to the floor. Poe out top with the basketball being tracked by Craycraft defensively. Gets it to the top of the key to Myers. Myers flings the ball to the near side to Burton. Burton drives to the basket as he splits the defense. Blocked by Kinney from behind. And with the rebound is Walker. Walker goes, or tries to go coast to coast, but misses the shot. Rebound pulled down by Turner. In the front court come the Black Devils. Poe on the right side. Poe at the foul line. Now goes to the left elbow. Down to the block. Follow away shot. Good. So Hunter Poe gets a couple of points. Makes the score 29-5. We still got 3.5 left to go in the second quarter. Cross timeline comes Craycraft. Gets it to Kenny on the left side. Up top to Boyers, long range. Boyers to the right side beyond the arc to Walker. Walker goes down to the block. Puts a shot off the glass and good. 11 points now for Donovan Walker. Harrison County up 31-5. 3:16 left in the first half. Poe at the top of the key. Spins. Now backs up and gets the ball to the near side to Gooden. Gooden at the top of the key. Stops and pops from three-point range. Good. Andrew Gooden with the long-range tray. Makes it a 31-8 game. As we go under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Across the timeline comes Lewis. Gets the ball to Boyers to the top of the key. Now between the circles to Kinney. Kenny looking inside, nothing there. Gets to the left side to Lewis beyond the arc. Lewis to the near side to Walker. He'll fire a three-pointer. Rims out, no good. Rebound battled for and finally hauled in by Gooden. Up the floor come the Black Devils, trailing 31-8. Cross timeline, Poe. Poe goes to the block. His shot's going to be no good. A lot of contact, no call. Rebound is pulled down by Gooden. He misses the shot as well. And now Craycraft gets the rebound. In the front court, Kenny drives to the basket. Oh, and he tried to split the defense but falls down, but is able to pass the ball before he hit the floor. Walker in between the circles. Baseball pass to Kenny on the baseline. A little too hot to handle. So give the ball back to Robertson County. Wright and Green return to the floor for Harrison. Also coming in for the first time, Lawson Hunt. Hunt, a 6'2 junior, averaging 0.8 points per game. He had 9 when these two teams played over at Mount Olivet. Harrison won that game 87-33 on that similar pace tonight. Cross timeline comes Poe. Poe drifts to the left side, now reverses back to the right elbow. Gets it up top to Gooden. Gooden at the left elbow, a bounce pass inside to Myers. Myers shot blocked by Kenny, and Hunt goes and gets the rebound. Here come the Thorobreds into the front court. Craycraft with it, goes to the paint, fans it back outside to Hunt. Goes to the left elbow, jump shot, no good. Rebound pulled in by Turner. Turner in the front court on the left side, gives the ball to Gooden. Gooden in front of the Harrison bench. Gets it back out top to Poe. 1:19 left to go in the first half. Harrison up 31-8. Now a foul out front on Hunt. That'll be Hunt's first personal foul. From just to the right of the Harrison County bench near the hash mark, inbounding the ball will be Gray. Gray looking, lobs it into the backcourt to Turner. Turner takes his dribble across the timeline. Now fires it into the paint to Myers. Myers backs up right, puts it off the glass, too hard, no good. And Kenny gets his third rebound. In the front court, Hunt goes to the block, his shot no good. And Myers will get the rebound. And now a whistle and a foul called on Harrison County's Hunt. That'll be his second. Slade back in for Harrison County. Coming back in for Robertson County, a Mary Kenyon. Kenyon back in there along with Slade. The El Paracutan daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. Poe with the basketball on the left side, and now we're going to have a foul called on Craycraft for pushing off. That'll be 2 on Sawyer. Just to the left of where we're sitting, Andrew Gooden will pitch the ball in bounds. He'll find Gray near the timeline. Now in the paint to Turner. Turner gets the ball to Canyon. Shot blocked, but they're going to call a foul on Slade. Got a piece of the arm, I assume. That'll be Slade's first personal foul. And we'll send Canyon to the line. On the year, Canyon, a 39% free throw shooter. First free throw is no good. Second free throw upcoming. Trying to cut the deficit down to 31-9 with 41 seconds on the clock here in the first half. Second free throw is way off the mark, and Wright will get the board. Up the floor comes Craycraft, across the timeline in the middle of the floor. Now gets the ball to Wright at the top of the key, in between the circles to Kenny. Kenny back to the left side, finds Craycraft, who almost fell down. 23 seconds left in the half. Up top of the basketball is Green, goes to the basket, shot blocked. Rebound picked up by Wright, who puts it back up and in. Nice offensive board work once again by Mason Wright. Makes the score 33-8 with just 9 seconds left to go in the first half. Here's a follow-away jumper by Poe, no good off of the flange. Green gets the rebound, and his shot at the buzzer is no good. And that is the way that the first half will end. With your score, Harrison County 33, Robertson County 8. We invite you to join us for our halftime show brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm. Go over all the scoring and stats from this first half of play. But once again, your halftime score, Harrison County 33, Robertson County 8. You're listening to Harrison County Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Hospital has been designated a lung cancer screening.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Boy doubleheader, homecoming night. Harrison County Thoroughbreds all over Robertson County, 33-8. Thorobreds jumped out to a 25-1 score before the first field goal was put in by Robertson County, and have started sprinkling some of the shock troops, and Harrison County is still able to get a bunch of points. Take a look at the individual scoring for Robertson County. They were led by Andrew Gooden with 3. 2 points each for both Lucas Burt and Hunter Poe, and a single point as well for Nate Gray. Also playing but not scoring, Nathan Turner, Ashton Myers, and Amari Canyon. Excuse me, for Harrison County, Donovan Walker leads the way with 11. 6 points were scored by Jaden Boyers, 5 points each for Landon Kenny and Sawyer Craycraft, 4 for Mason Wright, and a couple were scored by Jay Sean Lewis as well. Also playing but not scoring, Blake Green, Ja'Cory Hinton, Lawson Hunt, and Cooper Slade. That's the way the individual numbers stack up. We'll take a break and then come back and give you the team stats right after this timeout. But once again, your halftime score, Harrison County 33, Robertson County 8. You're listening to the halftime show brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
All righty, back here on the hilltop. Harrison County leading by 25. Here leave the team stats now. In that first half, Harrison County was 14 out of 30 for 46.7%. They attempted 8 trays and made 3. Meanwhile, Robertson County 3 for 25. That's 12%. They attempted 5 shots from beyond the arc and made just 1. Neither team went to the foul line that much in the first half. Harrison County was 2 for 2 for 100%, while Robertson County was 1 for 4. That's 25%. Turnovers fairly even. The Thorobreds turned the ball over 4 times compared to 5 for Robertson County. But Harrison County commands the backboards, out-rebounding Robertson County in that first half, 24-11. 3 offensive and 8 defensive boards for Robertson County. They were paced in that department by Ashton Myers with 4. Meanwhile, the Thoroughbreds, 7 offensive and 17 defensive rebounds for their 24. They were led in rebounding by Donovan Walker, who pulled down 5 in the first half. That's the way the team stats look. We'll take a break and come back with your third quarter handoff right after this timeout. But once again, your halftime score, Harrison County 33, Robertson County 8. You've been listening to the State Farm Halftime Show on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
You don't have to drive off.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Eyes of white-tailed deer. Nutrition focus.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Quarter number 3. I want to remind everyone that tomorrow we've got 2 JV varsity doubleheaders. They'll begin with the girls taking on their counterparts from Carroll County. The JV game will start at 1 with the varsity game at 2:30. And then the boys will take on Bishop Brossart. with a 6 o'clock start in the JV game and 7:30 for the varsity game. So if you want to watch some basketball, come on up to the Hilltop tomorrow to watch basketball all day long. For over 70 years, Weber Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From the first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Harrison County will have the ball to begin the third quarter of play. And if we could get a continuous clock, that would be even better. So we'll see how it'll go. Inbounds pass from Craycraft will come to Lewis. Lewis crosses the timeline inside the center circle. Now pitches it to the left side, long range to Walker, up top to Kenny. Kenny to the right side, long range to Lewis. Lewis dribbles into the paint, goes to the basket. His scoop shot's good. 4 points now for Jay Sean. As Harrison County's lead grows to 35-8. There's 7:37 left in the third quarter. Here's a three by Nate Gray, partially blocked, and Kenny will get the rebound. Up the floor come the Thorobreds in a hurry. Lewis from the right elbow lobs it into the corner to Craycraft for three. Off the flange, no good. Offside rebound being fought for and still being chased after. And finally, they're going to have a tie-up on the floor. It's like a reversal and a takedown. What's that, 4 points? Can't remember. Alternating possession arrow will give the ball back to Robertson County. Cynthia Hardee's wants you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. Across the timeline with the basketball comes Turner. Lobs to the far side to Gray. Gray still has his dribble if he wants it. Now takes it before giving it off to Bird. Burden at the left elbow, and a foul is going to be whistled against Harrison County. It's going to be called on Craycraft. That'll be his third personal foul. I've been into this third quarter from his own baseline. Gray to trigger the inbounds pass. Gray looking, lobs it, and it's going to be picked up by Turner just beyond Walker's outstretched arm. Turner to the left elbow for a jump shot, no good. And down with the rebound now is Lewis. Lewis with 5 boards in the game. Lewis at the top of the key. Oh, almost traveled. Now throws the ball right to Bird. He'll get the ball up the floor to the basket, lays it in. 4 points for Bird. Makes the score 35-10. 6:35 left to go in the third. Into the front court with the basketball comes Lewis. Lobs the ball to the near sideline to Craycraft. Craycraft with the ball over his head. Gets to the top of the key now to Boyers. Boyers back to Walker. Walker inside the paint. Lost the ball. Loose ball picked up by Myers. And he gets it to Turner. Up the floor come the Thorobreds. Actually, Turner for the Black Devils. Gets to the left side, long range. Now to Gray, low to Myers. Myers spins, up and under move. Bounces off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gray, no good again. And this time it's Boyers who will come up with the rebound. In the front court, Harrison County's Kenny gets it up top to Walker. Walker in the paint, a floater is blocked. Myers comes away with the rebound. Into the front court come the Black Devils. Myers to the basket, and a charge is going to be called. Nice move that time by Craycraft as Myers couldn't put on the brakes. And Myers, who was shaken up in the first half a little bit, is going to be shaken up again here. But he says he's okay. Just came down hard. Hunter Poe will come in while Ashton Myers has a chance to regroup. Just came down on the floor hard. Man, that floor is hard. And he also picked up the foul to add insult to injury. All right. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau, Maysville Community and Technical College, and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. Craycraft will bring the ball up the floor this time. Gets it to the top of the key to Kenny. Kenny to the right side, beyond the arc to Wright, who's back in the game. Down low to Green. Green from the block, back to Wright, who puts it up but misses the layup. Gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. Good follow that time by Mason, as he now has 6 points in the game. Harrison County's lead 37-10. 5:12 left to go in the third quarter. With the basketball on the left wing is Turner. Turner, guarded closely by Wright. Gets it in between the circles now to Bird. Bird from inside the arc gets it into the paint to Gray. Gray looks around, now goes to the block. His shot on the up and under is no good, and Kinney gets the rebound. Here come the Breds. Out top is Craycraft. Craycraft bounces the ball to the left side, long range to Kinney. Kinney to the top of the key, finds Wright once again. Wright to the left side to Craycraft. Craycraft drives to the right elbow, goes down to the block, and we're going to have a foul on the floor on Robertson County on Poe. That'll be Poe's first personal foul. From his own baseline, to trigger the inbounds pass will be Craycraft. Craycraft lobs it inbounds to Kinney. Kinney to the basket. His shot's no good, but a foul is going to be called on Gray. It'll be Gray's first personal foul and send Kinney to the line for a couple of free throws. On the year, Kinney, a 55% free throw shooter. His first trip to the line tonight. Came in averaging 7. He has 5 right now. First free throw's on the way and good. Increases the Thoroughbred lead to 38-10. 4:17 left to go in the third. Second free throw by Kinney is also nothing but net. That's the way you do it. Makes the score 39-10. Across the timeline with the basketball comes Turner. Turner inside the arc on the right side. 15-footers, an air ball. And will go out of bounds. So Harrison County with the ball. As we hit the midway point of the third quarter, Craycraft across the timeline. Gets to the right side to Green. Green races to the baseline. His shot's no good, but he's fouled. And will go to the line for 2. That foul that time is on Turner. That'll be Turner's second. So Green at the line. On the year, a 61% free throw shooter. Looking for his first points tonight as he comes back from his injury. First free throw is good. Slade and Lewis back in for the Thoroughbreds. We now lead 40-10. Also Myers checks back in. Good to see him come in after that nasty spill. Second free throw for Green is up and short. Rebound pulled down by Gray. Gray racing into the front court. Gets it into the paint, to the block, to the glass. Has a shot blocked to the bounds by Green. Nice job that time by Green as far as timing that ball for the block. Gray from his own baseline this side of the basket. Lobs it up top and into the hands of Turner. Turner into the paint to Myers. Misses the layup. And Lewis gets the rebound. Lewis goes to the basket, misses the shot, but gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. Lewis with 6 points now. Harrison County up 42-10. Now a whistle and a foul away from the basketball on Harrison County on Wright. That'll be Mason's first. Jakari Hinton back in the game. He saw some action in the first half. Back in there once again. Well, you have a big group to feed. The Beast Piece is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Gray still looking to get the ball in bounds. Does to Myers on the left wing. Myers in the paint. Has the ball stripped away from behind by Hinton. Hinton with the basketball across the timeline. Goes to the right wing where he'll hand the ball to Wright. Back up top to Lewis, long range. Lewis to Slade. Slade 25 feet from the basket, lobs it into the corner in front of the stable to Hinton. Hinton gets the ball to Lewis. Lewis in the corner finds an open Green. Good. Long range three-pointer by Blake Green. Another State Farm tray, and Harrison County's lead goes to 45-10, starting the continuous clock with 2:50 left to go in the third. With the basketball, good. Gooden drives, drops the ball, loose ball picked up, gets to the right side to Gray. Gray splits the double team but misses the shot, and it's Green who will get the rebound. Green down low to Lewis, on the wing to Hinton. Hinton in the paint. Off balance 10-footer in the paint, no good, but he's fouled and will go to the line. Foul's going to be whistled against Poe, and that's Poe's second personal foul. 2-shot foul coming up. As Myers still having enough problems to where the official feels like he has to say something. Hinton at the line, he's 4 for 4 this season. First one's on the way and good. Slade back in for Harrison County, also back in Burden for Robertson County, along with Dominic Mora. No, I take it back. Dominic Massey. Dominic Massey, averaging 0.4 points a game. His second free throw is no good, but there to get the rebound is Wright. And Wright puts it back up and in, extending his team's lead to 48-10. 2:17 left in the third. With the basketball, off-bounds shot by Myers is nowhere close, and Hunt will get the rebound for the Breds. In the front court on the right side, Kinney to the block to Wright. Wright goes up and misses the shot. Long rebound comes out to Bird. In the front court, Bird puts up a shot that's good. Or that takes it back, that's good. Good with the points. Makes it 48-12. 1:45 left to go in the third quarter. Across the timeline comes Hint. Yo-yoing the ball inside the center circle. Gets to the right side to Hunt. Hunt now on the right wing. Gets the ball down low to right. Ball knocked away. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Robertson. Back of the game, Turner returns for the Black Devils for Harrison County. Checking in for the first time, Simon Jenkins, a 6'1 junior, averaging a half a point a game. Aaron Jackson, a 5'10 junior, also averaging a half a point a game. And Trip Nichols, a 5'9 junior, averaging 0.6. From his own baseline, Jenkins lobs the ball out top to Hunt. Basically your JV team out there for the Thorobreds right now. Jackson gets it. Back to Hunt on the left side. Hunt goes to the block. His shot going to be partially blocked. And the long rebound is going to be saved by Good. Up the floor and into the front court come the Black Devils. Turner has it. Gets it on the wing in the corner to Jackson. Jackson puts it up. No good. Rebound by Myers. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrison County, so Robertson will maintain possession. From his own baseline, it'll be Massey to trigger the inbounds pass. Massey gets it to Turner, who puts it up and in. First points of the game for Turner. Makes the score 48-14. With 12 seconds left to go in the quarter. With the basketball, Jackson gives the ball to Jenkins. Jenkins out top to Hinton. Hinton gives the ball on the left side to Jackson again. 2 seconds left. Shot at the buzzer by Jenkins is no good. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, your score, Harrison County 48, Robertson County 14. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Myers at the line. Ashley Myers. 51-14 the score. First free throw by Myers is good. The score 51-15. Second free throw is also good by Myers. 51-16, Harrison County up. 7.5 minutes left to go on a continuous clock. With the basketball, Nichols up front. Nichols had a three while we were gone. Jackson a three, good! So Aaron Jackson buries the tray. Makes the score 54-16. 7:15 left. Now almost a steal by the Thorobreds. Here's a shot put up, a runner by Turner, no good. And on the rebound, the foul called. Was on Hinton. It was Hinton's first. There's a lob inside. Is no good. And this time, digging out the rebound was Nichols. Up the floor comes Jackson in the front court. You'll find Hinton at the top of the key. Now goes inside the paint. Kicks it back to the foul line to Hunt. Hunt spins. Gets it back up top to Hinton again. Hinton goes to the block. His scoop shot rolls off the back of the rim. No good. But out of bounds. Robertson County touched it last. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit in America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Across the timeline with the basketball is Turner. Turner is going to be fouled by Hunt. That'll be Lawson Hunt's third. From just in front of his own bench, inbounds pass from Gray will go to Myers. Myers kicks it back to Gray for a three-point try. Good. Nate Gray with a long-distance tray. Gets his team back to within 54-19 with 5:37 left. Now a bad pass inside, and Robertson County picks it up. In the front court, Turner. Here's a steal by Nichols. Nichols outlet pass to Jenkins. And Jenkins can't save it to the Thorobreds, but he does save it to Robertson County. From the free throw line, jump shot good by Good. 7 points for Andrew Good. Makes the score 54-21. 5:09 to go. With the basketball, Hunt stops and pops, puts the shot up, and no good as it bounced off the flange a couple of times before bouncing eventually off. Yeah! On the rebound, we got a foul call. Harrison County's Lawson Hunt. That'll be his fourth foul. Logan Harris enters the game. Harris, a 5'11 freshman. He got to play a little bit the other night over at Campbell County Middle. So making his second appearance. Up the floor with the basketball comes Turner. Turner across the timeline. 4.5 minutes left to go. Here's a three by Turner. No good, a little bit long. On the offside. The rebound is picked up by Bird. That'll be Bird's second rebound of the night. Burden at the line. Let's see. On the year, Burden is a 33% free throw shooter. First one's no good. We get another crack at it as wholesale changes coming on for the Black Devils. As Dominic Massey checks back in, Oliver Brown, a sophomore, checks in. Also, Evan Ellis, an 8th grader, comes into the game, along with Dominic Mora. And, yeah, it could be 4. So those are your 4. Burden will stay out there. Well, nope, we got somebody about to check in for him. Second free throw is no good. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Robertson County as Hunter Poe checks back in. So both coaches emptying their bench for the final 4 minutes. Across the timeline comes Harris. Pass to the left side, long range Jenkins three, air ball. Ball is corralled by Dominic Massey. Now a turnover by Robertson County. Turns into a turnover for Harrison County. 54-21 your score. Harrison County about to move to 6-11 on the year, while Robertson will drop to 4-12. With the basketball on the right side is Brown. Gets it down low. Shot put up, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Harris. Harris in the front court. Puts up a shot, no good from three-point range. Harris gets his own rebound, no good. And Trent Nichols gets a rebound as well. And he's going to be fouled. Nichols making his first free throw attempts of the season. Has 3 points, matching his output at not all of it in the earlier game. First free throw is good, making it 55-21. With 2:44 left on the clock. Second free throw for Tripp is also good. 56-21. Across the timeline with the basketball will come Massey. Has his pass picked off by Hinton. Hinton to Jackson, and Jackson lays it in. Good passing that time by Jacory. Harrison County's lead grows to 58-21. 2:22 left. Now a kicked ball on the far side by Robertson goes out of bounds. Harrison County gets the ball back. Jackson inbounds the ball to Hinton. Hinton back to Jackson, back to Hinton up top in the paint to Jenkins. Goes to the basket and lays it in. Simon Jenkins gets his name in the scorebook. 60-21 is your score. In the paint, shot put up by Gooden, no good, and Nichols is there for another rebound. He has 3 in the front court. Out top is Harris for a three-pointer. Bounces off the front of the rim, no good. Jackson, though, will get the rebound and get it back to Nichols. Nichols lobs the ball to the near side to Jackson for a three-pointer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jenkins. With the ball, Harris on the far side has his pocket picked. And Robertson County is on the move. In the front court with the basketball now is Massey. Massey has the ball stripped away. Jenkins traveled, no call, gets the ball to Harris, and Harris lays it in. So Logan Harris, the freshman, with his first ever varsity points. The first of many, many more to come. 1:01 to go. Here's a shot put up by Robertson, no good. Rebound is going to be thrown away. With the ball in the front court. Here's a three, try, no good. Rebound pulled in by Massey. And now with 37 seconds left, ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrison County. 62-21 your score. Inbounds pass comes to Landon Kern, who's in the game. Kern's shot no good, but he's fouled. 5'8" junior, averaging 1.2, will go to the line. Fouls on Nichols. There'll be trips first. Let's see, Kern at the line this year, 1 for 2. First free throw by Kern is off the flange, no good. He'll have another crack at it. Kern's second free try is good. Makes the score 62-22. Just 8 seconds left. With the basketball across the timeline comes Hinton. Hinton will step on the sideline, and that'll be the ball game. Harrison County wins by a final score of 62-22. Thorobreds now on the season overall, 6-11, but more importantly in district play, their record is now 4-1 with Pendleton County left to go. Meanwhile, Robertson County, They have a record now of 4-12, and their overall record against district competition is 0-5. We invite you now to join us for our post-game show. Go over all the strengths from this game. And coming up right after this timeout, but once again, your final score from here on the hilltop, Harrison County's Thorobreds 62, the Black Devils of Robertson County 22. You've been listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Washington is located.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Flannel embroidery and cross-stitch supplies. Popular fabrics such as UK, U of L.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Too many to...
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
9 closed on Tuesdays. Angelo's Pizza, US 27 South, Cynthiana. Phone 859. Angelo's Pizza, a Cynthiana tradition since 1973.
Along with age and genetics, nutrition is...
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Now they let up for a little bit there for a second, but for the most part, did very well as far as that is concerned. The 22 points scored by the Black Devils was the least ever scored by a Harrison County opponent since way back in 2023, 2 years ago, when we beat Robertson 73-20. So it was close. But in any case, a win is a win is a win, and that's all that's important. Now joined by Coach Andrew Case. And Andrew, the most important thing about this game is it's a district game, and we won it.
Won it, and I believe we got out healthy, which is good for us, especially the last couple weeks we've had.
Yeah.
Being a little banged up. So, the games like tonight, it's challenging for the guys to, get up for and that sort of thing. But, I thought defensively, we executed our game plan. Offensively, we were hoping to be a little more, efficient and, have a few more assists on our made baskets and throw the ball ahead a little bit more. But, that's, we're nitpicking,
right.
We're trying to pick things, that can challenge our guys so that they go out and compete. And it's really asking them, to fine tune things and that sort of thing. But we got to win. Everybody, was able to contribute, and everybody's healthy and ready for tomorrow.
I love the way the students tonight especially got in behind the guys off the bench trying to help them score. Logan Harris and Jenkins and Jackson and Tripp. The student section was about as loud and rowdy as it's been in quite some time.
That's the first time I've noticed them over there all year long. No, we haven't had that many home games, but True. That's the first time, that's good to hear. And, we've got good kids on our team that everybody loves to be around, and that helps. And we're going to need every student, every adult, every child, every baby. We want everybody here next Friday night.
Yes.
When Pendleton County comes to town, because Nicholas knocked out Pendleton tonight. Nicholas and Pendleton both have 2 losses. We only have 1. So if we take everybody's next Friday night, we're the 1 seed in the district. So that's the goal. It's been the goal all along. We'll continue to strive toward that goal.
I've been ragging on y'all about free throws. So tonight I got to say 8 for 9. Sounds good.
That's Larry White came in and put it on the board. He was happy too. He's been honest too. So, we'll take it. That's going to make our percentage go up drastically.
That's right.
So, everybody's happy tonight. Everybody got a chance to, get in and make something happen. Good to see Cooper Slade back out after his big fall against Pendleton County. He's still a little sore, but he's been able to practice and go and knock some of the soreness off. Saw Blake moving more like Blake tonight than he was at Nicholas County. He was still a little sluggish at Nicholas, I felt like. And, you got guys like Tripp Nichols knocking down a big shot at the top of the key. Aaron Jackson came in, let it fly, knocked down a big shot. Simon had hands on everything on the defensive end. Ja'Cory ran that show like he has in JV all year long, and Ja'Cory's played. We played JV games Tuesday night and Wednesday night, and he's been a beast the last 2 nights. We were able to get wins over Nicholas and Pendleton at the JV level both nights, and freshmen were able to get a win last night at Pendleton. So that's good to see for the future. So contributions from everybody. Jack Barnes banged his shoulder up in the JV game up a little bit last night. He had to sit out tonight. But other than that, everybody's ready to roll, and we're still missing 22, but hopefully he's on the mend soon, and hopefully he was listening tonight.
It's almost like this team, Coach, is finally, I don't know if hitting your stride is the right word, but it just seems like the chemistry's always been there, but it just seems like it's more so now for some reason. It just seems like all the guys have confidence in each other. They're willing to make that extra pass because they know that their teammate will either make another pass or make the shot. It's just like everything's coming together really well. And I don't know if you could contribute it to one player, but Donovan Walker has come so far this season. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's continued to get push forward and forward. There was a little stretch where we hit a little wall, but that's going to happen when you take time off. and then he's continued to fight through it. He's one of the ones that wants to be in here shooting when we're not practicing, and he's calling and texting saying, "Coach Case, can I get in the gym?" That's that's great to see.
Love that.
So he's got the itch right now and showing off. His outside shot went in tonight, and he took the ball to the hole strong, used the glass, went up strong. So that's good to see. But there's something we haven't quite put our finger on it yet for the last couple games, but there's something going on, and nobody wants to jinx it, so we'll just keep letting it roll.
Yeah, we'll just keep quiet about it and just let it go on. Got a tough one tomorrow, Coach. Bishop Brossard, always a tough game to play. They'll be physical. I'm sure they'll be big, but I like it that we got them here.
Yeah, got them here, and you're going to be 6 and 7:30 start time, so everybody can come out and support again. Like, there's a great crowd, great atmosphere tonight. But Brossard's a little bit different than your typical Brossard. They like to get up and go. They're running up and down and trying to score points and trapping you and pressing you, and they're still going to be their normal Brossard selves, but just a little bit of twist on it than the old Brossard teams that were grabbing and clawing and wanted to play in the 40s. So this team wants to get out and go. We'll have to make good decisions with the ball and go from there.
I think that matches up better for our team, too.
We'll find out tomorrow.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, Coach. We'll talk to you in the morning.
Yes, sir. See you in the morning.
Head Thoroughbred basketball coach Andrew Case after Harrison County's 62-22 win over Robertson County here tonight. Let's take a look at the individual scoring. First for Robertson County, who dropped to 4-12 on the year. They were led by Andrew Gooden's 7 points. 4 points each for both Lucas Burden and Nate Gray, and a couple of points as well for Nathan Turner, Ashton Myers, and Hunter Poe. A single point was scored by Landon Kern as well to wrap up the scoring. Also getting into the game but not scoring were Evan Ellis, Dominic Massey, Amari Kenyon, Oliver Brown, and Dominic Mora. For Harrison County, good balanced scoring. We only had one player getting double digits, that Donovan Walker with 11. 7 makes it 8 points for Mason Wright, 7 points for Landon Kinney, 6 points each for Jay Sean Lewis and Jaden Moyers. 5 were scored by Sawyer Craycraft, 5 as well for Aaron Jackson there towards the end. 4 points for Blake Green, a couple of points as well for both Logan Harris and Simon Jenkins, and a single point was scored by Ja'Cory Hinton. I think I forgot Trip Nichols with 5 tonight. Also playing but unable to get into the scorebook were Lawson Hunt and Cooper Slade. That's the way the individuals look. We'll take a look at the team stats after this timeout and name our Judy Construction Company player of the game. You've been listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Alrighty, back here at Hilltop, let's take a look at the team stats for tonight's game. As you might imagine, heavily on Harrison County's side. The Thoroughbreds made 24 out of 55 shots. That's 43.6%. 8 makes that 6 of 18 from beyond the perimeter. Robertson County just 8 for 47. That's 17%. They were 2 of 8 from beyond the arc. So we mentioned the Thoroughbreds were 8 for 9 for 88.9%, while Robertson County was 4 for 10 for 40%. Turnovers, kind of even. Harrison County turned the ball over 10 times compared to 13 for Robertson County. But Harrison County owned the backboards. I mean, completely and totally owned the backboards as they out-rebound the Black Devils tonight 41-20. A 21-point spread in the number of rebounds. For Robertson County, 7 offensive and 13 defensive boards. They were led in that stat by Ashton Myers, who had 6, Meanwhile, 12 offensive and 29 defensive rebounds for the Thorobreds, 41. They were paced by Jay-Sean Lewis, who pulled down 7 rebounds tonight. Our Judy Construction Company player of the game, we're going to give it to Donovan Walker. Donovan Walker, 11 points and 5 rebounds, so a good night for him as he continues to improve with each passing game. And he's been the wild card that we really didn't know about much because he hadn't played for so long. But I tell you what, Walker is making the difference for this basketball team this year. As far as our schedule coming up, it happens tomorrow here on the Hilltop, as we'll have 2 JV varsity doubleheaders. The first one is the girls taking on Carroll County. JV game will be at 1 o'clock with the varsity game at 2:30. And then tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, the Harrison County Thoroughbred JV will take on the junior varsity of Bishop Brossard High School. That will be followed by the varsity game between the Mustangs and the Thoroughbreds. So if you want to see some good basketball, come up here around 1 o'clock and stay for all 4 games. I know I'll be here for at least most of that. So come on up to the Hilltop and support your Thoroughbreds and Fillies tomorrow and on through the rest of the regular season and postseason as well. I want to thank my engineer back at the station, Mike Davis, for doing a fine job as he always does. And as always, I want to thank all of our sponsors, because without their help, we would not be able to get Harrison County High School basketball on the air. So from the Hilltop in this homecoming girl-boy doubleheader, in the opener, your final score had the Fillies defeating the Lady Devils 76-33. And in the nightcap, your final score for the final time, Harrison County Thoroughbreds 62, the Robertson County Black Devils 22. Good evening, everyone.